I'm going to try to go as much theater of mind as possible, up to and including not even requiring Roll20 stat sheets for the characters.
And you know what? And you can still use Roll20 to keep information. It's a great character sheet journal.
I'm getting used to it. I definitely appreciate its use. Learn how to do macros on it. I don't like the dice system, though. I'm going to tell you that right now.
We're gonna.
Is that because of the record number of ones we've rolled in a single session, or
I can't explain exactly how it doesn't seem.
It doesn't seem very well randomized. The algorithm doesn't seem like it randomizes very well.
Right.
So everybody, I'm gonna fire this up. Is there any? You guys realize you're going into some unknown dungeon crawl. You're going to be solving the mystery of the eye, the serpent, perhaps. There's something more behind it. You realize it's a lot older than the more recent attempts to worship it by these plains people who are kind of degenerate tribal folk. That Arn, this evil cleric, had become obsessed with this island and the snakes and whatnot. You guys killed him and his snake, and then found the secret passageway into this coiling passage behind. Now, before we actually begin, would anybody want to prepare anything now, realizing we're going into a dungeon crawl? This is kind of the finale. There's some mystery down here, as there usually is.
Fire and lots of it.
Right.
This is why I want fire.
Let's see. Make sure that we have. Does everybody that are memorized at this current point? Are we? I apologize, Dungeon Master. I have lost track with which ones I've spent already. I don't think I cast it. Yeah, I don't think I cast it. You guys didn't rest.
You guys didn't blast off a lot of magic. It came down to a lot of hacking and cleaving, I recall.
Right. If that's the case, I have sleep and light memorized currently.
I'm trying to think if you had cast sleep.
I don't believe I did.
Since resting.
Not on that cleric.
No, with the lizard guy.
No.
Swilboth.
No, we ended up getting into a nice parlay with him.
Right. So, okay, you're good to go. And Tyrath, I don't know what your status for spells are. You might have cast, you got a couple good ready. And Brother Merrick. So Brother Merrick has a torch. Toki has a torch. As long as you're outside of the range of the torch's effect, you can use your infravision. But inside that effect, the light messes with your spectrum.
I think we're fine staying within.
Heads up for if you're not paying attention. Joe just said he'll be here in a minute. He's putting the kid to bed.
Oh, excellent! So,
awesome.
The squares on the map there are those 20-foot squares?
10-foot squares.
Let's stay tight enough that we're all within torchlight. So I want to be able to, if Fama's in the front there, I want to be able to make eye contact with Merrick from torchlight.
Now you guys are pretty tight right now. Like you're probably about 20-25 feet. Like you're all bunched up right now.
Hey, Vama or Ian, did you want Tyrath in the front with you in case we get into combat, or closer to the front?
Well, hopefully we're all going to be close enough to deal, and it doesn't look very broad as it is. Tyrath,
well, that's why I was wondering if you wanted him up front, because if it's not very broad, he can stand right behind you, and then you just duck behind him, and he stands up like a wall.
For all intents and purposes, I'd rather just switch places with you and be near Toki.
Oh, whatever you want to do it. I mean, I don't mind taking point.
Let's switch places.
Okay.
I think our figure sizes are a little bit small for the scale, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not considerably, but
that's good.
They just look
enough. Oh, actually, that's clear. Yeah, yeah. You should get in a square like this. You should be able to have 3 man abreast. Yeah, so
it's pretty close.
Okay, that's good enough. So yeah, all we did was flip. Tyrath is point, Trinigale behind.
Oh yeah.
Then Toki, Velma, and Merrick.
And Trinigale is kind of a tank as well. He's got heavy armor and shield, warhammer, I think.
Well, no matter what, those two are the loudest guys. Might as well not try to conceal them by putting 10 feet behind us. They're loud.
Now, Toki, I'm going to put your hit points in. Do you have your character open?
Yeah.
What do you have?
Like hit points is.
By the way, you can do that, Brian, by just highlighting Toki, and the red circle. Type in his hit points and make sure you hit enter, and then it'll save it. And then in green, you can put your armor class, and then in blue, you can use for whatever reminder you need. Plus, I always encourage us to use our little symbols underneath. There's a white circle underneath when you highlight Toki. There's a gearbox, and then there's a little white circle. If you hit the white circle, you know about this? All the symbols?
Help me out here again. You were saying that I can have my hit points displayed on the character itself, right? There's the red one, the green one, and the blue one, right?
Yeah, your red one says 4 right now, right?
Yeah, I should have 5 hit points. How do I change that?
You should be able to just tap in there, left click, and hit 5 and then enter.
Oh, copy that. And so what's the green one represent?
AC.
Armor class, and then the blue one?
Not sure. That one had different options.
Okay.
It could be for personal use.
Neato mosquito. I'm sorry. I'm still learning the Roll20, but I mean I like it. I want to be able to.
Now, and you guys know about when you do hit that little white circle underneath your token when it's highlighted, and I'll show you what I'm doing right now. Actually, I can
all sorts of like
share my screen. This share screen is actually pretty handy.
Images.
I don't recall when it was that Toki got hurt, but I'm at 8 out of 16 hit points.
Oh yeah.
You got hit pretty hard in that combat. There's a giant snake. Remember?
Okay. Do you guys see this now?
See what now?
I've just if I hit Vama.
Oh yeah.
And then I hit that white circle.
Yep.
You guys know about this, right?
No.
Now these symbols we use to remind us if you're asleep or stunned.
Oh yeah, I know how to do all that.
They're not visible for me. If you've changed anything on Vama, I can't see it.
Look at the hangout. Look at the hangout rather than the
Yeah, he hasn't changed anything on him yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. God, what a retard.
You have to do it. Go into your own character. Now that's what I'm doing.
I got you. Okay, no, I see clearly. Yeah.
Go in and click now. See, I'm at this white button. Hit that one, and then you'll have all the symbols.
Right. Yeah, I got that. And the other one is just settings, which you don't have to worry about, right? Okay, cool. And are those symbols? You just let me know which one works. Then, because
a couple are universal, but a few you might want to just come up with yourself. Hey, here's a web spell. There's a web in there, and there's one where a guy's prone, like if you're knocked over, and the sleeping one has a guy with his eyes closed.
Right. Okay. So there's just a bunch of. Can you customize those in game? Can you get sets of symbols or make new ones?
Roll20 has a lot of stuff, and if you buy the pro, like I spend $10 a month to get all these perks.
Boss.
Yeah.
So, is there a healer that we can maybe boof up my hit points a little bit?
IRS. Yeah, actually, that would be a very good idea. Toki needs healing.
I feel like we're coming up on a end boss situation here. So,
I think we hit the end boss already, but that doesn't change the.
I'll tell you what, you guys did avoid possibly the most dangerous thing in this module, and I'll show it to you guys after.
Was it those damn rabbits?
Those rabbits would have been fun. I was a bit disappointed you guys chickened out of that. I was like,
spoken like a true Canadian.
But it was a bit of it was a red herring. That mound, they had basically, I can tell you now, but they had turned it into their den, and then they hid this secret door that went down to a poltergeist, who basically would spend the next 2 hours scaring the shit out of everybody. And DM can have a lot of fun with that stuff, especially with a bunch of unicorn rabbits running around trying to screw you.
Hey, I resent being called a unicorn rabbit.
You could have got one as a pet or familiar.
Ugh.
Yeah, but he's something with 2 eyes now. So
I want one of those ravens as a familiar.
You still got that egg?
Boosted them on their own horns.
Now, how did you secure that egg? I'm curious because I kind of let that fly. You kind of said I wrapped it in my belt. It's an egg. It's got to be secure.
It's in my. I've got all of my equipment is carried between 2 separate carrying containers. One of them happens to be a musette, like a haversack hanging on one side of my shoulder.
How does that incubate the egg?
Well, it's near enough to my own body. I mean, like it incubates it a little bit, marginally better than a dead raven. Okay.
Well, eggs have to have that incubation period. Where now, if you're actually going to hatch it, you have to keep it somewhat warm.
It's in a leather bag
and for like a few days. Right? It needs.
Yeah, there's not much else I can do. I'm doing the best I will eat it for breakfast.
Scrambled.
If I don't know what else to do. I will place it next to the still warm severed head of its mother.
I was thinking
that will warm it up a bit.
You could wear it under your hat.
You got to be kidding! It's a fucking egg. It's gonna break.
Kind of like a turban.
Anyways, I've got a woolen. Yeah, this is the best I can do right now. I can put it inside of my tunic, underneath like this, but one good hit and I'm going to know it. I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'm dying. Oh, it's just the egg.
Well, let's start. Let's go. Joe's going to be here soon. You guys,
Well, he's in the
I'm
roll
gonna say
20.
you're going to go down into the twisting tunnels.
If it's for what it's worth, I'm wearing a ring of warmth.
You're comfortable.
Well, that if I radiate enough body heat, that bag, the small bag, is a belt pouch that is kept underneath my tunic, and it has my most important things in it, and it's directly touching my skin, and I'm wearing a ring of warmth, and so that might be enough. And if it's not, I'm not trying to incubate that damn egg. We'll see. It'll be breakfast if we survive this.
I like this idea.
One egg shared 3 ways.
Okay, you guys go down this twisted passageway, and it has this sparkling effect the whole way, but you do notice that it ends, and the sparkling effect fades away.
What caused that sparkling effect? Is that like a type of mica or something in the walls, or was it?
There had been must have been a continual light spell cast into the crystals.
But there are crystals. It's like literally just.
Yeah, the whole wall is like a crystalline inside the granite and stuff, and very heavy. I mean, you could probably mine this area.
Or use it as a secret hideout.
Obviously, the Serpent Island probably has this huge crystal vein right there, which the dwarves obviously became very wealthy with and tapped down into trading. And the dwarves originally, you got the picture that they might have originally worshipped some sort of snake.
I'm going to tell you now, if there's a fucking Balrog in here, I'm screaming.
No, you're not. We'll gag you. No screaming.
And
it is possible that I could shoot blood from my eyes if there's a Balrog in here.
Speaking of technology, I'm just had a little bit of a glitch here. Getting my...
Oh,
okay,
I see that Joe is in roll 20 right now.
Oh, excellent. Okay, the walls of the passage, they're delicately carved to resemble the scales of a snake, are translucent and glow with a pale light from deep in the rock itself. The passage is circular, and as it coils deeper and deeper underground, you feel as you've been swallowed by a giant beast. And after going down, must be probably 150 feet. Oh, you don't have a dwarf. I always think the dwarf realizes, but you don't even have a gnome.
Half-orcs don't have any mining skill, do they? Orcs?
I don't think actually in the rules they do. I don't think so.
They don't. They're not dwarves.
Okay, eventually the passage levels out and runs on a short distance before opening out into a chamber hewn from the same luminescent rock. So, sorry, the light is still in effect here. The crystals affect the whole snake now forms, and up ahead, for a moment, its shape is baffling, but then you realize the maker's intent. With the winding passage as the body, the chamber has been masterfully fashioned into the form of a serpent's head. Writhing on the floor, fleshless but not yet dead, are the blanched skeletons of 7 snakes, one of them much larger than the rest. And so,
fleshless yet not dead. Undead snakes?
They're skeletons of snakes. There seems to be 5, 6, or 7 that are fairly large, probably 15, 20 footers. And then there's one that's probably about 30 feet long, 25 feet long, this big skeleton. And they're just, or maybe not that big. The biggest one's probably about 25. The other ones are probably about 10, 12 feet long.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Where you going with that gun in your hand?
Hello.
Hey, man.
Hello.
Long time.
Yes, exactly.
Trinigel, right?
On Griffin on this
Hey,
one.
Griffin.
Oh, right. Okay, let me get you.
Which I need to.
Let me grab you. I had the wrong character.
Okay.
And
right.
just quick housekeeping. I'm guessing we're at. Are we at full? For spells and stuff, have I? I'm assuming I've rested.
Mm-hmm.
Played 3 days ago or whatever.
Yep, you're lucky. You have been sailing along.
You tactfully avoided the last encounter. Well done.
Now, Vama, you can now see what I just sort of mentioned. I'm going to move you guys a little bit ways ahead because you guys did move up a bit.
Hold on, the marching order has changed though. The way that you keep doing it. I want to switch places with the Tyrath.
Oh yeah, yeah. He wants me up front, so move me up front.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still at 8 hit points. Is my question.
You know what?
You must be, right?
You know what, Brian? You don't get to complain about being at 8 hit points and down a half health because I have less hit points at max health than you do at.
Wait, there's a truth to that though. If you have any cures, you might as well use them before we move on.
This is true. I do have a cure left, but hang on a second. I recommend you use my dice before I can roll it, unless Brian wants to roll it.
Irath, you stop everybody because you can see these weird snakes writhing around in the room. They're not advancing towards you. They just seem to be wandering around the room quite randomly. And this room is in the shape of a large snake's head. It's about 25 feet wide, 35 feet long at the most. The other end, you're not sure. It's obscured in darkness. Your vision fades out. Oh, wait a minute. It's full of light crystal. Give me one moment.
Was the roll that I'm making for AD?
No, you're just fucking around. You're just fucking around. We need real dice.
No, I want to know if I'm using. Is this for cure light wounds or what am I getting healed?
Cure light wounds, yes.
You roll your own cure light wounds, man. Disregard whatever was just written there.
Yes, I'm rolling. And now that I've gotten back to where I can get to my dice, you gain 6.
I will roll an actual die if you wish, because
no, it's good. I've rolled.
No.
Got 6.
20 hits everyone.
All right, so Tyrath has cast a Cure Light Wounds for 6 points on Toki.
Swear to God, guys, if I can't pronounce this word because God help me, I fucking hate phobias, but I'm going to have this phobia by the time we're done with this module.
The fear of rolling ones?
Fear of phobia. Now, you guys realize you stopped, and the snakes are ignoring you at the moment. They seem to be just trapped in this room, randomly writhing about. And
they look undead, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to try to turn them.
Okay, so Tyrath, you want to describe your actions here a minute as you stride forward?
So I'm going to grab my my Tritherian symbol, which is the 3 thing, looks like a semi fucking swastika.
And I was going to say that. Go ahead.
I'm going to hold it in front of me, and I'm going to call out in common, by the power of Tritherion, begone, evil serpents. And you've got to make the roll according to the roll book.
Oh, okay. I see.
I also need to find my player's handbook, where the fuck I put it at.
Now, these happen not to turn as skeletons because they're in their special unholy sanctuary. And it says here that they turn as zombies. Holy, we got it.
Okay.
That's right in my ear.
Much stuff off my table.
That's one way to move things. So, are you first or second level?
Second level is clear.
Nice. So, zombie, you have to roll a 10 or more.
You're supposed to roll it and not tell me.
On D20?
Oh, you're correct. Okay, I'll just get you to roll the die. I'm giving you guys too much information. If you want to try turn them, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, you said roll a D20, right?
Yep.
I don't succeed on that, actually. I got an 8.
Okay, and they become quite agitated.
Wait. Are you sure you don't need that or less?
No, it's always, for turn undead, it's always above.
Just checking, you know.
Yeah, it's above.
Rocky, you got to get the fuck out of the way. Come on, man. Go down. Go.
Okay, they seem agitated now. They're writhing around, seem angry. And a couple come toward you guys.
Can you... Sorry, this is just a rules. Can you try more than once to turn something?
No, there's rules for that. You have to wait.
Not the same group.
You have to wait, and I think circumstances have to change as well, if I remember right.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So 2 of them are coming toward you aggressively. Hey, welcome, by the way. Glad you could make it. Griffin's back, the druid.
Well, you know what that means. I'm going to let my symbol go, and I'm going to get into kind of a semi-defensive posture. And I'm figuring I probably already had my sword out here. So.
Yeah, they seem to be agitated. The other ones are probably going to advance as well, but they're waiting in the chamber, and only 2 are going forward physically. Okay. So let's roll initiative. 6-sided.
Somebody else want to roll initiative tonight, because I seem to roll initiative every time, and I am extremely schizophrenic.
Good point. Who wants to take over initiative? I'll do initiative rolling.
That's fine. After the last game where I rolled 1 and then 6 and then 1 and then 6 and then 1 and then 6. 3 or 4 times in a row.
2.
I don't think we need to do that.
So you guys just edge them out, barely. And so you have to declare what you want to do now. Actually, we missed the boat on that. You're supposed to declare what you're going to do before we rolled that. But now you have everyone
step to the nearest
think what you want to do, and we can play this as we go. First of all, any spells?
Good.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the good old fairy fire.
Oh, yeah. So that'll give bonuses to hits and such, right?
Exactly. Sorry, I'm trying to get my...
We're throwing you right into this.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my list of spell effects. So, also
perfect.
known as the DMG. Just a moment. Just so I can't remember exactly. There we are.
So Ian, you can do cool stuff like this too, and you want roll 20. It's like, ooh, Fury Fire.
Yeah, I'll put bets on that. It's cool though.
And not only that,
it's cool for a map. I don't know if it's cool for like a...
I like it for the map. Do you have to actually set up the maps yourself for line of sight stuff?
Okay, sound effects.
Yeah, you can. To answer your question, Ian, yes, you can.
You build it as...
So there's no... you're going to cast it onto these so that they're highlighted, or you guys get all bonuses to attacks, right?
Right, exactly.
Please give me more bonuses to attack. Tyrath doesn't get enough.
Okay, so I shall give you guys green light on these guys.
Can I use the shaft of my spear like a quarterstaff?
Yeah, because puncturing weapons do 1 point. Actually, I looked that up. That's not true. I thought it was.
Skeletons do damage versus piercing.
Right.
And slashing.
In some video games.
If you're proficient in quarterstaff,
I have no idea.
You'll be -2.
Wait, if you're proficient in staff, you know how to use the dog end of it too.
No, spear.
I mean spear. Okay. If you're proficient in spear, you can use the dog end of it, can't you? Like, I don't know.
Or
a spear is a spear, though, right? You use the pointy end to make an attack.
You can use the blunt end as well, like a spear, can't you? I mean, it's not as good of a 2-hit, but
we'll get this on track again. Briffin cast this. All of a sudden, all of them are lit up and glowing and sparkling.
Yes, they are lit up and glowing, and everybody has a +2 on all to hit rolls.
Nice.
They are now glowing violet.
Any other spells?
If we can get a call order for actions that we can maintain, that'd be great.
So here's a little trick. Everybody highlight your token. And then on your character sheet, you have your initiative button. And it's macroed. So let me clear this first real quickly.
I forgot about that crap.
Now, highlight your character, go into your character sheet and hit your initiative button, and you should appear in the turn order. And you got your token has to be highlighted.
Where is the initiative button? Oh, there it is. I see.
Okay, I just did that, but you know what? It did not let me... it's not letting me add to turn right. It's not adding me to the turn after I hit the initiative button.
Okay.
Rocky, get out of that hallway.
Let me try with Griffin here a minute.
Yeah, like it give me a 0? What does that mean?
Okay, did I...
It isn't. No, you're right. It is not working. And Roll20 did a huge upgrade, and it basically, you know how those go.
Let's just make a call order. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, well, that'll take me a second. I'll have to set this up. What I'll do is I'll do this.
Yeah, you can highlight all of us, Darren, including your monsters, and just right-click as a group and select Add to Turn Order.
Yeah. I was just getting to that, except I got the torches in there. But
yeah, but you can just delete the torches. It's not hard to delete. Hey, Darren,
so now everybody can roll. You should be able to change your value. You should be able to click into that turn order.
Yep.
Right? So go ahead. I'm going to roll.
1d6 is that what we're saying?
Actually, it's not for turn order. We're going to be doing...
It's like a call order, yeah, just so we can keep everything organized.
So let's move this around. Who's first?
Looks like law.
I've got a question for you. Why does a spear have the weapon speed of 6 or 8?
It's if you're one-handed or two-handed, I believe. And guys,
what's the difference damage-wise?
I think it's one or two-handed or thrown versus...
no, not thrown.
I can't remember it.
So, Vama, anyone have any missiles, first of all? And now somebody should have a sheet out, actually, could help me out here. Somebody who wants to take charge of this.
I don't have wrong. Hey, Darren, while we're figuring this out, just real quick, I need to let my jackass out because he's starting to pass gas, which means, I don't feel like cleaning a pile of dog shit up.
Gotcha. Moving on. If somebody could have a quick sheet, and I actually usually do this, guys. I can
write it down. I can write it down if you'd like.
Great. Yeah, cool. Quickly jot down the names. Put it down in the marching order. Start with. So which is Tyrith and Vama in the front, and then we usually have Brother Merrick springing up the back, and with Griffin and Toki in the middle.
Works.
And that's changed over last sessions now.
Right now, we've only got 4 people who are player characters. Yeah. So we're going to go in this order. Tyreth, Toki, Vama, Merrick. How's that? Everybody cool? Cool. So let's just pretend we're sitting in that at a table somewhere, and so we'll just go clockwise.
So you said Vama, Toki, Tyreth?
No, Tyreth first, then Toki, then Vama, then Merrick. Does that sound good?
Where's Griffin?
Holy shit. Okay, well, so far.
Fourth.
Put Griffin between Vama and Merrick. So Tyreth, number 1. Toki, number 2. Vama, number 3. Griffin, number 4. Brother Merrick, number 5.
Right. Now, whoever's keeping charge, you just have to jot down if somebody casts a spell or shoots a magic or a missile or something.
I'll keep in control of that as long as I'm not rolling initiative die.
So now you see these 2 skeletal creatures coming toward you, and the other ones are pissed off. They're probably waiting or not attacking at the moment this round. These 2 will be attacking this round. They'll be attacking Tyreth.
Yep. I figured as much. But since we have initiative, Tyreth's going to step up to the first one and take a swing. So,
with a +2.
Well, +3 total for him. So, what's the armor class there, Mr. Darren?
Oh, gotcha. Get myself back into. Well, I can share this. Not a big deal. They don't have great armor class. It's actually 8. Not hard to hit. So
I need a 9.
You got a blunt weapon, right? You're using.
I'm using a bastard sword, but they don't have any because they're using Are they using natural armor?
No armor class modifications. They're just bone.
Yeah, they're just bone. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I'm rolling a 9 greater to hit them. That's a cock die. Give me a second. Roll a 6.
Oh, you missed. Toki, you can attack. The other snake beside him has crept forward, so you 2 are kind of.
Right.
If you follow me.
But I know Vama is attacking after Toki, but I'm going to yell, Toki! If you want to forfeit your move, let me know. I'll give you a better weapon.
Oh, I'm going to turn and look and see why you're yelling my name.
I'm going to toss my short sword to Toki.
Oh, no. My spear will do.
Okay, then don't look. There you go. Go for it.
I'm charging the snake.
Okay, go ahead. Just try to smash it with your spear tip or the end of your spear.
I'm gonna bludgeon it with a just overhand, like you're swinging a baseball bat.
It'll do 1 to 4 damage. You're not proficient with a club or quarterstaff, so I'll give you that. But these snakes aren't. Go ahead.
Well, I'm specialized with the spear. Do I get 1 attack or 2?
Oh, just 1. You guys are first level.
Oh, okay. I rolled an 18, so that's definitely a hit.
Definitely a hit.
My damage is D6.
Yep. Okay. And you get your strength bonus?
Yeah, which is, in this case, because it's a part of a charge, I get a full 10 points.
You completely shatter this thing.
Now, I'm probably doing half damage. I don't know.
What about it? What was that?
So anyway,
right.
it's crushed, like smotheredly crushed, shattered.
Golf, big old golf swing, just whack.
Oh yeah, it's completely crushed. Moving down to Vama.
Right, Vama backs up against the wall right there at the curve. I've just moved him a little, like he's just backstepping a few paces or a few steps, and he's got a short sword ready, and he is going to dither right now.
Okay, moving on to Toki moved, Vama moved, Briffin. You are.
I cast a spell.
Oh, that's what you did this round, right? Remember, you guys get +2 to your attacks. Brother Merrick just kind of doesn't have room to maneuver. He's holding his torch up, or not, actually, ignore the torches. This place is all lit up, crystalline, luminescent. So Brother Merrick doesn't have room. He's going to try. Oh, there's not much he can do at the moment. He's just going to.
He's dithering too.
Dither on, I guess, and we're on to the next round. Roll initiative.
Because Briffin blew the spell, right? That was that round.
Yeah. I rolled another one.
I'll take care of initiative if you want, guys. I don't want to overlap anybody, but here we go. 3.
That's a win.
Take it.
All right.
Okay, so spells and ranged first.
Tyreth. Well.
Spells first. You might cast a spell.
Anyone?
Not this time.
Negative.
Any missiles?
Nope. I don't think so. I think we're all melee.
It's straight up then, okay.
Vama's going to switch to a missile weapon, but I'll do that on my own turn.
Now, Toki, you can actually run by that snake if you want into the room. The other snakes are not advancing, you notice. They didn't go forward. All the rest are just writhing around.
Oh.
They seem annoyed, agitated, but...
Well, okay. So, Tyrat's going to keep swinging at this snake in front of him because he's a little pissed off.
Go ahead.
Okay, dice. Fuck all of you. I ain't getting you these ones out.
Smash, trying to hit this thing. And
I rolled a 3. I need a 9 to hit. I rolled a fucking 3.
You see Tyrath, he's trying to hit the snake, and it's moving around, dodging him. And this big half orc, and it's like this 8-9 footer is just moving. Oh, I forgot to roll for the snake's attack.
Yes, you did.
Oh well.
Yeah, and you should keep on holding on to that, forgetting to do it. Thank you.
We're okay with it. Don't remember. We're fine.
Okay. Well, it's water under the bridge. I missed it. I was. So you're missing Toki. Go ahead.
Good, I believe I've got a +6 total bonus to hit.
You're gonna kill the one with Tyrath?
Please don't. Tyrath wants his vengeance.
I'm gonna kill the one in front of Tyrath.
Kill Tyrath.
You're lucky I'm not playing a barbarian.
I rolled an 11, and I believe that would hit.
With your bonuses, with the +2, yes, it will, because armor class 8, you're looking at a 12 to hit base roll.
Well, I have a +6 total. They've got 2 from the Fairy Fire, 1 from Specialization, 1 from a Magic Spear, and then 2 more points from Strength. That's actually 7. 6.
That's a wipeout.
That's a wipeout. You crush this other one, and Tyrath is like, hey.
This time I only got a +8 to damage, though.
If you've never seen a half-orc death stare, your character's officially seeing a half-orc death stare.
Listen, okay, the other snakes now become very agitated, of course, and they move toward your location.
I'm looking at you like, let's get this done, man. You're wasting time.
The round's over. The snakes, they dawdle and wait. Roll initiative.
Well, no, we still have. I mean, if there's going to be any option for Vama,
right. Vama, what would you like to do? You notice the other snakes are advancing.
Was sheathing his sword, and he wants to pull out. He had pulled out his sling, but I can see that there's really not a whole lot of clearance to use it right now. So, once again, dither. I'll pass. But I have the sling ready with a bullet in it. A nice big lead weight.
Yeah. Go ahead, Briffin. You're peeking around the corner.
Yeah, so the others are advancing now. Is that?
No, you guys are kind of bottlenecked.
They're not.
You guys, there's only room for Tyreth and Toki at the entrance to this room.
All right, then I'm going to stand at the ready with my staff.
And Brother Merrick is now notices that the bodies are dead. He turns to Vama and goes, So, my friend, do we go into the room? Do we fight them or wait for them? And you notice the snakes are kind of moving toward you guys.
We have to get behind them somehow.
I'm gonna advance my next turn.
Scream push.
Okay, so it's on. So initiative. Now we roll 6-sided. I rolled a 2. I've been rolling not well.
Well, you got one up on us, so a 1.
Okay, so these snakes advance. These two attack Tyreth.
Let them bottleneck themselves. It's all part of the master plan.
And these two attack Toki and Brian. And they happen to be able to fill in spaces quickly, and they come in and try to bite. The big one, though, is trying to come in and grab Toki, grapple. Anyone have any spells or missiles?
Did they make initiative before us?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
One did.
Yeah, can a sling? Do I have room to use a sling bullet here?
Yeah, don't miss. You might hit one of your friends.
Please don't
Thanks.
miss.
I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Well, I will use one on the larger snake.
That's my kill, man.
No, I want to use one on the one that is the clearest shot. If that makes sense. Maybe this one here.
Yeah, the 1-2's dead. There's 4 little ones left, and
the one that looks like the clearest shot.
Yeah, you could clear. Yeah, you could get a shot through there in between.
All right, here we go. D20. Sorry, let me just check my stat on that.
No whammies.
No whammies, big bucks. I got a 17 dexterity, which gives me a +2 missile hit. Armor class 8, you said?
Yeah.
So I need an 11 or better on D20. That's
Remember,
okay.
you got the +2 because the
9 or better. That is a 55% prone towards positive here. 9 or better. Kiss my ass. 9.
That's enough.
That is
roll
enough.
for damage. These things aren't toughest. They're quite frail. You noticed if you connect.
Fairy fire doesn't adjust damage at all, does it?
I don't think so.
No, it's only 2.
Okay, so I do 2 to 5. 1d4 plus 1 damage. Oh, come on, baby. 2, 3. 3 points of damage.
And your sling whistles through the air and neatly clips off one of its vertebrae, probably halfway through its long vertebrae spine. And it snaps in two and appears to writhe a few times before breaking apart into pieces.
Yow.
And is destroyed.
All right. Ooh.
Good job.
All right, better than expected. So
Tyreth missed. Or wait a minute. Oh, it's their attack first. So 2 of them attack you, Tyreth. What's your AC?
5.
5. Oh my. Let me roll percentage.
Does Griffin have missile fire? Or is it staff?
No, it's got a staff.
Let me roll for a possible. Okay, this one snake loses initiative. You guys win initiative next round. This one snake gets in the way. And the one large snake attacks Toki. And your AC is
4.
Jesus. How the fuck is your armor? Sorry, how is your armor class so good?
That is
Barbarian.
good. And it misses you, just misses you. This thing lashes out, and this one's pretty big. Its head is probably about the size of a football. This one.
Darren made this character, so I'm guessing it's just Barbarian.
Yeah, barbarians get +2 per dexterity bonus.
Such an archaic class.
Yeah, so he has 16 dexterity. That's a +4 bonus.
I'll say because barbarians can't wear like any armor.
Not till later, and very light. Yeah, they can't wear heavy armor. But anyway, this thing misses, the large one, and there's one more small one that attacks you, Toki. And that may hit. This is the small one. Give me a second. 16. You had that's just a hit. You had armor class 4. Needs a 16 to hit. All right, cat. Look out. And that's one of the small snakes, which does 1. Okay, I'm not going to tell you how much it does, but not very much. 2 points damage to Toki.
We'll hope that doesn't have like
snake
skeleton poison on it.
And doesn't appear to, Toki especially knows about poisonous snakes growing up in a tropical environment and whatnot, so he's a bit terrified and wonders if his arm's going to fester and fall off in the next round or two. But for now, he seems to be okay, and it's your guys' turn, and we're going to move to
Tyreth.
And here we go.
So swinging at that snake that bit at me.
Gotcha.
Oh my god, I needed a 9, and I fucking rolled a 9. Finally.
Just clipped it. Now you're gonna kill it.
Yeah, I'm going to kill it.
Oh yeah,
total of
these
8
are,
damage.
crush it, shatter it. Toki, you have the large snake in front of you and a small one. So there's one small one in front. There's only 3 snakes left. Sorry.
Right. Last round I rolled to hit 1 time. Do I get 2 attacks this round for being specialized?
Negative. That's not till 3rd or 4th level, I think, at least.
Really? I thought at first you got 3 over 2.
I can double check if you want right now.
Yeah, double check, but I think it doesn't start for a while. I may be wrong.
Checking.
I believe I get 3 over 2 at first level, but I could be wrong. It's first edition.
I don't think so.
Well, all I know is that poor old Toki is going to be like level 2 and the rest of us are like level 7. So
anyway, roll 1 attack for now.
A 16.
That's a hit on the large snake, right?
Yes, sir, the large snake.
Okay, and your damage?
12 points.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow, that's really...
You killed 3 of its descendants as well.
You smash it in the face and shatter its skull. And it rides there for about 5 seconds with no head.
These things are going down like dominoes. Like,
yeah, vertebrae, and then they all fall apart. Yeah, like dominoes, and just clatter to the floor.
Your second level 1 specialist of a melee weapon, 3 attacks every 2 rounds.
Yeah, so he would get a second attack this round at the end of the round.
I stand corrected. So there's a small one in front of you as well. And
hang on, though, Darren. Doesn't the second attack happen after everyone else gets an attack? Isn't that how that secondary attacks work?
They've already attacked though, so you can go ahead.
Well, has everyone in our team attacked?
No, that's true. So if we move to Vama, you see the characters in front there. They got the blender machine. It's kicked in. They're crushing snakes. They looked scarier than they are.
Bladestorm.
Yeah.
Vama's already attacked. He unleashed a sling bullet at the beginning of the round.
And Griffin, you're watching the show.
Well, if I could get within range, but I think the bottleneck still has me.
Yeah, if you keep the tip of your staff pressed against the middle or the small of one of the guys in front of you's backs, it'll keep him in front.
That's what I was thinking. If I could just do that, like get up
there. Just make sure that they don't just back up.
Yeah, everybody has to watch. I mean, in this case, if you guys don't press into the room, there's a bottleneck. So
why should we? We've got a really good position right now.
It works, and you got your 2 fighters and the rest backup. Next round, roll initiative, and you guys.
Toki does his remaining attack.
Get that last one in.
Toki.
Toki rolls an 18, and he does 9 points of damage to the remaining little one.
Wow! Crush! And you
literally
guys are just
crunching it.
Oh yeah. Well done.
I wonder if bone dust from a necromantic snake has any component value.
But it's the last. There's one left, and you guys jump on it and crush it into dust. Anyone care to roll an attack? Tyreth?
Yeah.
Oh, it's losing initiative automatically?
Yeah, let Tyreth have some fun with it.
Yeah, you're right. I rolled a 5. It might bite one of you fuckers.
Here is your last chance to vindicate yourself here, Tyreth.
I swear to God, if Tyreth doesn't...
What'd you roll for initiative?
Oh, here we go. Initiative is a 4.
So the snake gets first attack unless somebody has a missile or spell.
Well, Vama has a missile, but...
You're in the way.
You're in the way on this one. I hit the one that was pretty far out still.
Yeah, if I look at this, it's so it's going to try bite Tyreth.
Of course it is.
How about you? Rolling a 9, it feebly latches onto your armored greaves on one of your legs, but doesn't penetrate. And you kind of effortlessly backswing it. Roll your attack.
Let's see what I can do to it this time. A 12!
And
over a 10.
That smashes it. It scatters.
And 9, just for the record, 9.
You guys didn't make a whole lot of noise or whatnot. It was over pretty quickly. It took about 3 rounds. And there's a bunch of scattered bones. in front of you.
And I have a feeling Tyrath was making some pretty loud orcish grunts. Angry.
Yeah, you guys weren't quiet. Yeah.
What are you going to do, you know?
And the room appears to be calm now, quiet. And there is a passageway exiting the other side of the room on the side of the snake head.
Well, we stop for a moment to catch our breaths. Vama's going to put his sling away, pull out his short sword, and make sure that everybody's okay.
Yeah, well done.
I want to check out the eyes of this room, and I want to see if that passage that exits the snake head was original to the construction of this area, because it doesn't. It seems out of place.
Or to see if it was an afterthought.
Yeah.
No, it's old. You can all tell it's part of the crystal motif. Whoever had, and frankly, Arn's folk didn't have the sophistication to create this environment. It was somebody beyond them. And you guys know the only other people you know of close enough would have been the dwarves, who had shown that they had worshipped the Eye of the Serpent and had known more probably than Arn. They probably are the ones who built this, unless there's somebody else in the neighborhood. It's very sophisticated, very high end.
But very undwarf-like as well.
Anything in the walls where the eyes are, like gems or anything?
Yeah, well, they got creative. I imagine they have different colors and motifs in that area. It's quite a beautiful mosaic. And as you said, it's not your typical dwarven thing. So that's odd.
Look how many curves there are. Dwarves don't see in curves, do they?
No.
Really, right? Now that you mention it. Yeah.
Most hexagons have been...
Except the ring.
Carefully...
They don't see that either.
I'm just going to say you carefully kind of enter the room looking for secret doors and traps and looking around.
Look, I'm not going to imagine that skeletal snakes have nests, but, you know.
Is there any evidence of what this room was originally used for?
It's some sort of shrine, perhaps.
How do we identify that? Is there an altar stone of sorts?
Or perhaps, no, it's hard to tell. I guess a cleric could roll a wisdom check to see if I kind of gave away a little bit there, but...
Go for it. Oh, Tyrath is playing with Rocky for a second.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. Someone else can roll a wisdom check to cover him for now.
Oh, God. Who's got the highest wisdom in the party? Let's let one roll to take care of it. I've got a 16.
I've got a 15, so...
Yeah, it seems this was...
Tyrath has a 16.
This was a special area where the original inhabitants of this place who created it probably used it as a shrine in which they went up through the spiraled passageway to the eye of the serpent, where they probably conducted ceremonies and rituals.
Experiments.
Yeah,
hey, Tyrath, roll a wisdom check.
Now, the only exit...
Keep up now. I rolled a 12 under 16.
Yeah, so as I said, this was a ceremonial chamber, but somehow now something else has happened to it. You can tell its original purpose, that role, there's something wrong. These skeletons were animated by somebody or something.
They don't belong
to... Probably not the original.
Recently.
That's what Toki's take on this was. This place has been corrupted, which is why those snakes are animated.
Oh, Toki, you're always thinking that about everything.
So you guys, you decide there's no other exits or secret doors. The only chamber seems to go out the snake's tongue and immediately twists and heads east again around this corner. And it gets dark. You'll see that in the wall, you'll notice that there's these little lines and slants. That represents crystalline rock formation where light is. But you do notice that this side, it's dark, and around the corner, it's getting darker. You're going to have to pull out your torches or some other light source or whatever.
So you mentioned you had a light spell? Whoever carved it, yes, I have a light spell, and I'll cast it. However, we may have other options. Whoever built this structure was taking advantage of the natural crystalline formations here. And so this part, oh my God, what if they didn't come from the surface? What if they came from beneath? Okay. We can see this. Who amongst us does not have infrared vision? Is Griffin? Toki.
Griffin, I do not.
Brother Merrick?
I'm used to being outside. Under
all
Obadiah's wonderful skies.
Okay, who has the torch?
Toki and Brother Merrick have torches at the moment.
Let them hold them. Vama will speak to Tyrath very quickly. Tyrath, come. And we'll move down the passage, just to that corner and peek around.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. 1 minute.
How's that? We'll just check with him for vision to see what's down there.
Works for me. Let's see what we can see, huh?
For what it's worth, reptiles are cold-blooded. I'm aware of that. Just, you know. And anything else that lives down here is probably cold-blooded as well.
Like undead?
Like anything. It doesn't look like anything's been down here except for the undead for 1,000 years, you know.
Well, we're going to cleanse the corruption from this temple, so...
I think this whole temple is corrupt. We might as well just blow it up. No, we'll see. But let's give a gander of what we can see. At least maybe we can detect some sort of, like, you know, which direction the tunnel goes, ambush points, etc. And we can just come back or we can call forward. Right? Let's not alert anything that's down there to our presence by providing heat and light. But if Tyrath would please.
Yeah, Tyrath is in front of you.
Thank you.
Very much. No, Tyrath wants to see how far you'll go ahead of him before he realizes he's not with you.
6 feet. That is 1 foot beyond my short sword swing distance.
So you guys move ahead, and you realize the crystalline formations end soon, Tyrath, you can tell, and the chamber straightens out, runs straight east, and the architecture has been wonderful and whatnot. Whoever the inhabitants, and you suspect it was these ancient dwarves, had created this beautiful masterpiece, and now it goes straight out into solid granite and enters a large chamber up ahead, you can see, and that's about all you can see at the moment.
So Tyrath is going to take himself to his very edge right here. He doesn't poke out too far and see what he can see.
We'll keep this daisy chain right here. Tyrath signal to Vama. Vama will signal to Toki and Merrick. And Griffin, sorry.
Now, see, the change from that glorious crystal to the granite makes me think this part of the tunnel's not original. I think it ended in that snake room originally.
You're overthinking it.
Snake head.
There's crystalline structure even on this side of the tunnel. I think it's more or less incidental. This is a crystalline shaft. We'll see what happens.
It appears to be the same now that's a good call, Brian, because it's kind of awkward how the tunnel comes into the side of the snake head like that.
Yeah.
It could be the snake's
but
tongue.
you can tell it was on purpose. It's part of the surrounding architecture. It's all similar. So I'm going to move you guys ahead a little bit because I'm assuming you're going to move forward.
Oh, yeah.
What we'll do is we'll keep this distance.
Who's in charge of, like, keeping an eye out for traps or...
Well, Tyrath will walk into him. Vama will report that Tyrath has walked into him to those behind him.
Nice. I'm glad to know that, if nothing else, Tyrath is a great early warning sign when he screams in some type of curse in Orcish that he's being assaulted.
Okay, soon after leaving the room with the skeleton snakes, the tunnel leaves the glowing translucent rock behind and the walls become stark and gray. Turning a bend, you see daylight ahead, and the passage opens into a cavern where the air is filled with the sound of falling water. Both the light and sound are coming from the mouth of the cave at the far end, which looks out into the back of a waterfall. So now you can't quite... I'm going to have to move you guys a little ways into the room here. No, don't be too alarmed. I know how that is. It's like, hey, move my fucking character. I just need to see how far you guys can see for...
Okay, good. So that we found the back door. My guess is that this place was carved in reverse.
Now, you guys have to move a little further into the room. Do you guys want to move further into the room or not? Because you can hear a waterfall, you can feel moisture, and you can see light. Now, actually, come to think of it, I got the wrong button selected.
Well, Vama will gesture and say, "Come on, come on," to try to cluster everybody at the mouth there.
Just behind Tyreth.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and we'll just cluster at that point.
Yeah, you can move your own characters too, right? Don't feel.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go this direction, kind of spread out to give people room to get into the room.
Yeah, now, let's not get caught in the same type of bottleneck as we did last time.
Yeah,
right.
Okay, now everybody, just hold on. Can you see this now, everybody?
Yeah. Whatever that is in the back, that little black spot.
That's a crystal I was using for a light source. But you guys can actually see this is the back of the waterfall, and I've cut it off so you can't see what's beyond because there's a sheen of glass or water, and you can feel moisture and the sound of roar as that's
sunlight shining through it as well, right? Is that where the sunlight's coming from?
Oh yeah, and it's the place is actually lit up a bit enough that you guys can see well. However, suddenly. Now let me get this out a minute. One thing about Roll20, you got to be quick with fucking buttons, man. Okay. 2 small flying creatures drop from amongst the stalactites on the roof and flap towards you. Now they're actually closer than this. They were waiting till you're in the room. So one's above Tyreth and one's above Toki, sort of. At first. Hold on a sec. And flap towards you, silhouetted against the light. At first, the shapes of their wings remind you of bats, but as they draw nearer, you see their dagger-like snouts and realize to your dismay that they are something else entirely.
Sturges.
I'm not sure if your character knows what it's possibly.
It's elfish for oh shit.
That's right. Shaita. Now, we roll for surprise now, and they actually surprise you on a...
Okay, Kyle, you're a low roller. Could you please roll for us?
Oh, Lord. I got a 3.
Now, you guys surprised each other, in a way. So let's just roll initiative.
Right, I'll take care of that number. Here we go. And a 6 for us.
So they come flapping out. Now, Brother Merrick's a little ways behind. Let me catch him up. He's kind of entered the room. And you see these 2 creatures come flapping down and honing in with sort of this kamikaze attack. And they seem to be going right for Tyreth and Toki, and they're going to attack them. So go ahead, Tyreth. You can defend yourself, or if somebody has a missile weapon.
So they're not wearing armor. They're naturally armored and everything, yada, yada, yada. So I'm
fucking Kiwis.
Real question is, I'm kind of curious what their armor class is, so I know what to hit them on, but...
Well, you don't technically know, unless you're familiar with these creatures.
I'm not, so I'm going to go +1 to the attack. Roll! I rolled an 18 total.
So this thing comes flapping in, zeroing in on your jugular, and you just backhand it quickly, hit it.
For a total of 6 damage.
And it's like a comical sort of bat swing.
Ooh.
Use puns as you backhand this thing, and it just splatters against the wall beside you in this sort of purple splat, and then slides down the wall and onto the floor, quite dead.
You know what? Babe Ruth just set the home run record, motherfucker.
Are you calling Babe Ruth a half orc?
Toki, you guys see these creatures going in and at you?
Was bad enough.
Unless somebody else has a missile or spell, Toki can defend himself or attack.
Hey, Darren.
Toki rolls a 6, which modifies out to a 10.
Let me have a quick look. That's going to be close, actually. But not close enough. You take a whiff at it, and this thing slaps around your spear. Now, is anyone else close enough to attack? Brother Merrick?
Someone has that sling.
Not really.
Nobody else is close.
Hey, Darren.
Yo.
I'm going to go throw together a cup of coffee real quick because I'm like passing out on you. Not because I'm
bored. Go ahead. Hopefully now this thing's going to attack you, Toki. Your AC was 4?
Yes, sir.
12. That's probably not.
A floating syringe. Bloop.
And it does miss. You dodge it, and it's flapping around your head and trying. And it has this large, like 12-inch, friggin' razor sharp nose that's hollow, and it wants to shove it into your skin and suck the blood out. So initiative. I rolled a 6 this time.
I rolled a 3.
Anyone can try to kill this thing that's flapping around Toki's head.
It's kind of dangerous.
March over and try.
No, Tyrath, move forward. Well, I can't call it.
Hang on. No, Tyrath's in full bloodthirster mode at this point.
Vama, you see another one coming down out of the stalactites.
I want to cast a spell.
Go for it.
I want to cast a light spell on the ceiling in the middle. I want to cast a light spell right here. Sorry.
There is daylight in the room.
Right there. Yeah, but we're not seeing these things just coming down, right? I want to illuminate this room.
Yeah, they're hiding up in the stalactites for sure.
I want to put a light spell right about here on the ceiling.
This one will get a free attack on you. Okay, go ahead. You cast the light spell, it goes.
Yeah. If we can get a little more light in the area, that'd be great.
What's your AC?
7.
That's a miss. He rolls a 5. Toki, your AC's 4. He rolled a 6 on you. Miss. Let's get initiative. The light spell goes off. Flash. And you see there are a couple more of these guys hiding.
Yep.
Further back in the room. And now the light exposes them. They flap down and come to attack.
Cool, man. Draw them out.
Very good on that light spell. They were waiting.
Hate surprises.
So there's 4 more still attacking. The one on Toki missed with a 6. The one on Vama missed with a 5. Next round initiative.
Whoa, we didn't get to act at all.
Well, unless you guys can reach them.
Well, the one on Toki I can reach.
And the one on Toki can reach. And we also have Griffin and we also have Merrick.
Okay.
Now that we see there's
okay, they want initiative. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Tyrath's going over to the one on Toki. He's going to try to bash it in the face. No, roll. He's not. Roll a 4.
Okay, so you go over there and attack him and miss.
Toki rolls at 12, which modifies up to a 16 this time.
That's a hit. Ouch. Go ahead, roll damage.
12 points.
Wow. Ha. These things attack as a 4-hit dice monster.
Fucking hell.
Jeez.
I haven't rolled above a 6 yet, though, so it doesn't matter. So anyway, what'd you roll?
I rolled 14 points of damage, I think I just said.
Really? Okay, this thing's about the size of a large turkey, or our turkey. And you skewer it, like you kebab it.
That was so close to being the national bird of the United States, the sturge.
Now you skewer it, and it's still trying to, but you skewer it big time. Vama, you cast light spell.
Yeah, so we need Griffin.
Yeah, and Merrick, he's going to charge forward. He's going to attack the one attacking Vama.
Griffin first.
Yeah, go ahead. I rolled an 18 though.
Okay.
He's a monk, so he went in there and struck it.
Monked it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attack it with my staff.
There are 2 back here, by the way, but it's probably out of your range.
It's not funny, man. It's not funny.
Next round it will be. You'll see.
Okay, go ahead, Griffin. Sorry.
Don't make me cast a sleep spell on you.
Oh, wow. Or is that not working? Did I actually roll a 20?
I call PvP.
That's a 20. That's a 20.
Is that a missile weapon?
Well, no, I thought we said that we were close enough to those to attack.
The ones that attack the one on Vama. Yeah, you're right. So you guys.
Sorry, I didn't move my token yet. Right, thank you.
Roll your damage.
She's right there.
I did. If it's small or medium, I got it for 6.
Bomb.
And I think
a 20 is double damage, yeah, potentially,
and possibly more if you roll a percentage. But that's a moot point because this thing is quite dead.
Blessed art thou, and the hand that provides. Thank you.
You guys are cleaning up. They're dying quickly. Yeah, everyone's done.
Yeah,
now Merrick needs to get a slap.
Okay, he's just going to advance forward a bit.
All right, cool, man. That spares us.
And just because there's 2 more, and these 2 are zooming in, they're going to attack. Actually, they get attacks next round. Okay, initiative 4.
6.
All right. So you see these ones coming in unless someone can attack them first. The one goes at Tyrath, and the other one flaps up into the stalactites. And it's going to try hide unless you can attack it.
Good luck, little boy. All right.
For some reason, the other one keeps attacking.
Tyrath first.
Bring it up.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we got initiative, right? Yeah. Tyrath,
Tyrath, did you heal? By the way, you only have 5 hit points, right?
No, I have 7 because I'm in full health. I'm fine. I just almost saw spells.
Hey, go ahead, make your roll.
Total of... God damn it, man. Come on, fucking dice.
Okay,
I rolled, what, 3 times over 10 tonight?
Toki, you're beside. You can attack it.
That's actually getting frustrating.
So here's my attack, right? Last round, I skewered one on the end of my shaft.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
And this round, I'm basically going to take like a sledgehammer and bash the corpse of the one that's on my spear onto the head of the one that's attacking Tyrath.
So basically, you're gonna hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Right.
That's what you're doing.
Go ahead.
Getting tactical on him.
And I'm natural 20 it.
It works brilliantly. And everybody's like, oh, wow, very impressive.
That's what we're doing. Everybody pauses and goes, oh, what?
16 points of damage total. I didn't double my strength and other bonuses, just the base damage.
Did you roll percentage? Because if you roll over 86 or over 85, you triple.
You actually, the god of Sturges, got offended.
And if you roll 0-0, it's a kill.
I rolled a 90.
That's triple damage. So you turned into bloody mess.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry, guys, I ruined dinner.
And the place goes quiet, and you look around, and it seems done.
No, there's that one up in the stalagmite.
Yeah, sorry, there's still one hiding.
Poof, everywhere.
Thanks, buddy.
It's messy.
Okay.
There, at this side of the room, you might be wondering what that D with the circle represents.
I was wondering a little less ever since I cast a sleep spell into the middle of the room.
I thought it was a light spell.
Oh, sorry, a light spell right into here.
Yeah. Now, it shines into a fissure. It tapers down into a hole.
Okay.
And you, by the way, over here, you see there's a huge waterfall roaring outside. It's quite loud. And this other sturge is still hiding, trying to be out of sight. And it is at the moment. It's up in some crevice or little crack.
Right, but we know that it exists. And
yes. And you realize that when you creep over a bit toward, you guys can investigate the room a little bit. There, at the bottom of that fissure is a hole, which goes into darkness.
Second roll of D&D after don't split the party. Do not go into deep, dark holes you can't see the bottom of them.
Hey, don't talk about.
Well, you haven't gone over there yet. You haven't investigated it. All you can tell is that it looks like this fissure funnels down, and there's a hole. So there's a couple options open to you now.
Sorry.
Are we out of combat right now?
Yes. Well, yeah. At the moment, that other sturge. That's what they are, of course.
Emma wants to just say, guys, there's another one up there. Let's just get him out of here. You know, like maybe we could just like take a stick and just prod him until he fucks off. You know what I mean? Like, just scare him off.
So you guys want to head over there?
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, we could, well...
Yeah, I don't know how aggressive these things are, but...
Character one. We just let them know that we Brother Merrick. Brother Merrick, okay.
Got a spear and all. We just fish him out and send him down the tunnel. Better than him stabbing one of our backs.
Yeah, you guys kind of head across the room a little bit, I'm going to assume, and you're careful. I'll give a no rangers, so thief, Vama.
Oh, I hate it when it comes to me. What?
Get a dex check.
Okay.
At -5.
12. 17 dex.
So you have to roll.
16.
That's a fail. So you guys spread out in the room. You're heading across, and something falls from the ceiling above Brother Merrick.
Oh.
Now, he has a chance, being a monk. I rolled to see who this thing attacked, and Brother Merrick happened to be selected. And
those fucking piercers.
Yes, it is. A piercer falls from the ceiling and attacks Brother Merrick. But 9, his AC, I'll look that up real quick. Brother Merrick.
Can I throw my spear at this falling thing?
His AC is 8. Uh-oh, that might hit.
Probably not in the time that it falls.
I rolled a 9. It's a small piercer. Very small. A 1-hit die piercer. All right.
Yeah, that's enough to kill him.
And it does miss him. Barely. Merrick just dodges, and this thing crashes beside him onto the floor. And you guys pile on, of course, and crush it. And what is that thing? And you realize it's some sort of, lamprey, mollusk, clams thing, clings on ceilings and drops on people.
Don't forget the word crustacean.
Crustacean, invertebrate. And you guys dodge bullet. Piercers are so silly. I was going to ignore that. I was going to say there's no piercer in this room, and I thought, fuck it.
Piercers have a really bad survival tactic.
Well, just to say, no, every other creature that lives near piercers apparently has an excellent one. So, carrion crawlers, sturges, nice one.
Anyway, the room appears to be secure now, but you guys flush out this sturge, and
let's stop trusting rooms with stalactites.
It's ways up there. Like, it's probably 25, 35 feet up. It's not going to come out.
So it hits the ground. It misses Marek. It hits the ground.
No, I'm not talking about the piercer. I'm talking about the sturge now.
Oh, what's he going to do?
I'm going to throw my spear at the last sturge.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
I rolled a 16. That should hit it.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a +4 on top of that, so it's a modified 20.
And if roll damage.
Tyrath, could you behave like a proper half-orc and punt this fucking piercer?
Well,
it's very dead, and you guys, the room appears secure. You're keeping an eye on the stalactites to make sure there's nothing else going to drop. And you do see this fissure, though, with this hole. And you guys have a choice now. You guys look around the room more and secure it and realize that there's a potential exit. You could leave this place. There's a waterfall up ahead. It appears to be daylight behind it. And beyond that, it looked like you were entering civilized world, like you were entering the realm of the holds of the sea princes and the flatlands southwest of the great marshes, where there are some rich lands.
Let's have a look around, guys. Like literally, just look down. Like, see that area behind the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Just let's get some look around the corner there. And somebody else maybe drop a torch down that hole, or take a look down that hole.
We can chuck a torch down that hole and see what we're looking at.
Yeah, let's get some better decisions.
So Toki torch down the hole.
And Vama will volunteer for looking just about. I've moved my token to that point.
Wait, before I do that, Toki's going to recover his spear. It's over here.
Now, before you throw your torch down, you may want to take a quick look with your torch. And below you is the floor of another cave. That's over here. Now, who's looking down here?
I am. But after I recover my spear.
Right.
Griffin is over there with Toki as well. I'm not sure who's up at the...
That Vama and Tyrath is up at the front.
Okay.
Roger.
Or where the waterfall is, I should say.
Below you is the floor of another cave. Now, this is what Toki and Griffin and the others, Brother Merrick, can see. Littered with bones of all shapes and sizes. And as you watch, one of the several sheep skulls moves a little, and a small iridescent snake slithers lazily out through one of the eye sockets, apparently unaware of your presence. It winds its way between the other bones and passes from view. And you watch for a minute or two, and you can see movement once in a while as there appears to be a lot of snakes in this chamber below you. And the chamber, it does open up. Below you can tell it goes beyond your light source, because where you are is a bit awkward looking down. But you can tell it's probably a chamber 50 feet wide by 30 by 50 maybe. And the bottom is crawling with bones and snakes. But it's spread out. And you realize there are gaps, and there's trails. There's places that you could go in the chamber where you wouldn't disturb the bones or snakes, for that matter. And these ones are alive. They're not undead.
Real snakes.
Real snakes.
Do we see anything up on the front? Behind the waterfall?
Okay, so Vama checks out his spot and realizes that...
Tyrath is near enough to me as well.
the waterfall drops over overhanging ledge at the top of the cliff, and there's a gap between the water and the cave mouth, which you guys are in. The forest below can be discerned through the ascending water, cascading water. The cave mouth is about 200 feet above the forest floor, and the characters who stand on the edge will be able to see the full 300-foot drop of the waterfall. So when you look up, you can see 100 feet of water, and below you see 200 feet, and you can make the sheen of forest going on. It seems free ground after this. You could, if be 200 foot. I don't know how much rope you guys have. It'd be very dangerous descent. Very dangerous. Very sheer. I'm not sure if you guys are up to it at this point. It's possible you could exit this way. That's but the place seems to go on. And this hole is intentional. This hole has been built intentionally. And it's part of the original structure. It seems to be of dwarven make as far as you can tell. And the hole here is intentional. And below is this room full of snakes and bones. Mostly animal bones, it appears. Some humanoid. But as I said, fairly scattered around. It's not like you'll step on bones or snakes if you go down there.
Is there anything down there causes us to want to go down there?
There's no threat near the waterfall that we detected, right? If there isn't a threat, then I think that we should fall back so we can all kind of like powwow about this pit.
No, good idea. I'll leave you guys for 2 minutes. Okay, you guys talk about it for a minute. There's how far is it down? It is. Give me 1 second. The cavern before you is low and dark, slithering over, under, and between the dull, dry bones littering the floor. You can make out the scaly forms of at least a dozen snakes, maybe even more. For who knows how many lurk hidden from view. But for now, at least you seem to be safe, for the creatures are taking no interest in you at all. And they can't because you guys are about... It's only about 10 feet high, this cave, but you guys are probably 30 feet above it. Like the funnel and the hole goes down about 20 feet before it enters this chamber, which is about 10 feet deep.
Why would we want to go down there?
Wait, time out. Can we see? I mean, if we wrapped around, we can see down the angles, right? And maybe if it's a larger chamber than we... Well, why? Good question. Interesting. Why are we here? We'll see. We'll see.
First of all, Valma says, don't get me wrong, unless you're a pro climber, you're not going out that way.
Vama's a good climber.
Well, some of your thieves and stuff and monks, maybe.
Vama's a good climber, but he's not that good.
And it's very dangerous. It's 200-foot sheer, wet cliff.
Yeah, because we have the way out there. We know where it goes. But here's the thing. Vama will say, what kind of bones are these down here? Like, we see human bones, we see animal bones. This is fucking sacrificial pit, is it not? How does human bones and animal bones get down here unless human bone is thrown down there and animal bone is thrown down there?
Now, the fact that these snakes are alive, it should be a clue as well.
It's weird, which means that snake needs to come here too. We get out there, we come out where snake come. That's what he has a weird accent, anyways. But
well, yeah, the funnel shape up here, you know, it's 20 feet down before you even get in there, almost like it's intended to make it difficult to climb out.
But it's 200 feet on the other side, yeah.
Right.
We don't have rope, so this is interest to us. But what the fuck? Dwarves do not make sacrificial pits.
So you guys can climb down. You can put a rope down.
You're gonna give us 2 minutes. I'm gonna take a bio really quick. Okay. But I'm gonna leave with that like mic drop.
And you guys can play for a couple more hours, right?
I'm good.
Yes.
Good. Okay, good. Because it's gonna take a couple hours.
We can do it. We can do this. We're making a really good thing right now.
You guys are getting to it. And like I said, that other route's dangerous, but I don't know if you guys even have 200 feet of rope to climb down, because you'd have to be a pro climber. But anyway, be back in 3-4 minutes.
Yay! So I now know how far I can see. If you two don't stop fighting, I'm coming back there.
Kyle, was it you that was talking about watching Bright the other week?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
I watched it. It wasn't that bad. Somebody suggested we watch it, so I did.
I've heard it's actually okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely worth watching.
I need to sit down and watch it. I just haven't gotten off my ass and done it yet.
Well, get off of your ass and get on your ass and watch it.
Yeah. Well, I've got a lot of stuff. Oh, yay! I am not going to be any more happy than this. Fuck yes. Marvel announced they canceled that gay-ass Hawkeye cartoon comic. Oh, CB Cebulski, you've made me a happy man. There's hope for Marvel still. Can't tell how sick I am of Marvel's bullshit.
I don't know. I'm in my mid-40s. I think I'm past worrying about Marvel too much.
I'm not. I'm in my 30s. I'm happy.
Well, somebody's got an aura going.
I was just trying to measuring how far I could actually see in the dark. Ian, the next time you make a suggestion about being a typical half-orc, don't forget that involves eating children.
Oh, no, I don't forget that. As a matter of fact, I take that into account.
I mean, it's just on this side of possible.
Trust me, that pleases Vama to no end.
What line is Vama again?
Currently neutral good, formerly neutral.
Okay, there's nothing neutral good about wanting me to eat babies.
Okay, so you guys are in this room. You've pushed deep into this, behind this waterfall. You realize that there's more to this Eye of the Serpent, and that this is the true place of where the ancients worshipped and did their ceremonies, but there's something going on.
Right, what we're seeing here is that it's entirely possible. This is Vama's surmising, but that if this is dwarven manufacture, the existence of all these bones here and the snakes below are not dwarven. This isn't dwarven behavior. This is something else.
Can we tell what sort of bones those are?
Yes. The bones on the floor of the cave are mostly from sheep and horses and deer and rabbits and other animals, but mixed with them are the remains of a few humans, an elf and a dwarf.
Do we have rope? Vama does not have rope, but do we have any rope amongst us?
Somebody must have some.
Nah.
Griffin does not. I checked.
I can climb it, maybe. Actually, it's probably a drop. What is the total drop? Like if Vama could get, he's probably the best climber in the group. He's on the third level thief. Unless anybody wants to take bids on that. How close can he get to the edge, and when he does, what's the drop?
Isn't it 10 feet from the bottom of the funnel?
Just double checking.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I'm just have to fill in a couple things.
I'm willing to drop.
6'8" and weighs 255.
How tall is he?
6'8".
Jesus fucking Christ! Thank you, Boris.
Who's
Right?
6'8"?
You're literally 1'2". You're 14 inches taller than Vama.
Well, fuck, I think Tyrath isn't that big. Tyrath's
Okay,
a
guys,
big fucker.
you peek into the room and you can see that there appears to be a ladder that exits this pit, and the ladder climbs up into a hallway on the other side.
Tyrath is going to look directly at Vama, and he's going to tell Vama that I'm going to tell Vama that I'll Rochambeau him for who's going down first.
You what?
Wait a minute.
So we're going to play rock, paper, scissors to see which one of us is going down first into this snakes.
Now, how do you guys want to handle this? It's a large area, and there's, like I said, there's areas and pathways that appear to be empty.
Look, let me handle this, okay? Vamo will lay down on his belly and slither as close to the hole there as possible. Right? Gripping onto whatever he can with all 4 of his appendages. Get as close as he can on his belly and slick down to the hole so he can see a good reconnoiter of the room beneath. One of the things that I'm looking for is the overall shape of the room and exits or points of egress. Number 2, what kind of snakes are they? We can see these snakes. Do they look like venomous snakes? Are they constrictors? Are they... what are we looking at here? Like, did it look venomous? If I drop down there, are they all going to fucking, like, turn me into a walking pile of gangrene? Or
dashed lines are on the ground. I got
your experience with snakes are, chances are there's some venomous ones. There appears to be some cobras and...
Fucking hell. Are they all over the place in that whole room, or just, like, in the localized area, or are they just...
They're scattered, like I said, they're scattered. You'll see that they've set up their little nests here and there. They seem content, not agitated. And there's large areas in the room that seem undisturbed. And right below you could even enter is clear. There's no snake right below you guys.
However, we can't climb. We need a rope. We need to rope it down, right? Because
Yeah, it's only about 10, 15 feet down to the floor. You could actually drop.
I can drop, but I won't be able to get. Yeah, but I won't be able to get back up. Do we have any rope amongst us?
None of us has a rope.
I do.
Anybody want to start tying their shirts together?
Actually, Tyrath is carrying 50 feet of rope.
6 feet? Good. Do we have any shirts that we want to tie up?
50 or 60 feet.
No,
so you guys drop some rope and...
Yeah, I'll climb down a rope, and I'll keep a torch with me as well so everybody else can see.
And dude, we have more than enough swords to cut off.
You get down onto the floor and you look around. It's like that, Raiders of the Lost Ark moment. You're looking around, and
that's what I'm worried about.
And off to your left, you'll see a snake like scurry from some little mound of bones into some debris, and there's a bit of activity, but nothing comes out and attacks you. And you drop down into the floor, and you see that there's a ladder that goes up to a door. But also on this side of the chamber, you see that there has been some recent activity.
What do you mean?
And you can tell that this looks different. This part of the chamber is new.
New in what way?
It's been filled up. Like somebody's intentionally blocked up a passage.
Within 10 feet of me, are there serpents floating around, slithering around?
Oh, roll 100-sided. Actually, I'm supposed to do that.
Didn't have asked. 48.
Okay, you see a snake. It slithers right behind your feet, and it's about 5 feet away, and it doesn't come right at your feet, but it seems it's going to cross behind you. Now, what do you want to do? Everyone else is looking down through the hole, and they kind of go, and
right. So I can look it up, and then they can see me, right? Like,
yeah. And you look it up, and you're being real quiet, and the snake appears it's going to slither behind you.
Put the torch between you and the snake.
It was in my teeth as I was climbing down.
Well, you're alone, kind of alone, Vama, but everyone else is watching. But the snake comes out. It seems to not be moving fast. It's kind of leisurely comes out of a pile of whatever.
I appreciate that idea, though. I'm going to take the lit torch, as gingerly as possible and set it down on the floor at my feet and leave it there on the floor, like basically within 24 inches of the rope that we climbed down. But I'm just going to try to set it down as gingerly as I can there. I don't know if snakes have, like pit vipers have heat sensing. But
okay, let me roll. Okay, the snake kind of its head bobs up and moves toward the torch, and it seems its tongue comes out, but it seems a bit aggravated and shies away and slithers off. Doesn't like the fire.
That's what we were hoping.
That's all we were hoping right there. Okay, so I want to make one last look up. Send my love to my wife kind of look, and then I want to move silently, using as gingerly and delicately as possible. I'm looking up to get eye attention from somebody so they can see what they're doing.
Toki's coming down next.
Not yet, though.
So you're going to tiptoe across the room?
I'm going to tiptoe across using move silently to about this point here.
Okay, now make your move silently roll. And I'll give you a bonus, and I'll give you an advantage roll. You can make 2 rolls and take the best roll.
Blessed art thou, Dungeon Master, you are merciful. Let me find out what my stat is. Move silently. Oh, for fuck's sake, where is it on this goddamn sheet? 32%. Roll 2, take the better one.
Yeah.
One roll is a 97. And the other roll, not funny. The next roll is a 12.
Wow.
You move like a cat. Like just delicately. You can move into the room. You realize that you could go.
I wanted to move to this point here, like towards this.
Okay. Yeah, you can move that direction. You have to move around an area suspected, and sure enough, you see a snake curled up underneath some debris and stuff. There's a large black snake, and seems content. And you motion the other guys to move, and you feel safe that they could move in the same area you just went up to this point. And Toki drops down in the room and you're still got a torch, Toki, by the way.
I'm going to cast a sleep spell. I'm going to cast a sleep spell right here. I'm center right there. No, right here.
So Toki may want to back off.
Yeah, just as he's coming down or before. I want to cast a sleep spell right here.
Okay. You do your incantation and you feel this sense of serendipity and calm come over this area.
I'm out of magic, guys.
Oh, wow. I can't help you much. I'm down to 1 spell.
I
don't want to see any of us die to a fucking stepping on an asp.
Yeah, and everything goes very calm in the room. Yeah, definitely. It seems to have worked, but there are a lot of snakes in this room, you sense.
Right. At least we have a pathway, right?
So everybody slowly goes down. So go ahead, Toki. You guys can move your own tokens if you want. I'll move them if... I'll just keep
Vama will make with his fingers, he's going to point to like a path direction.
Yeah.
And, move forward and then move to the side kind of thing.
Now, it seems all the snakes are dormant unless you completely screw up. So everyone make a dex save, and you get +5. So it's not that I'm going to say it's hard to screw up, but...
Wow. Okay, so I got to roll under a 16.
Including Vama?
No, Vama's cool.
Oh, wow. I succeeded on that. I rolled a 1.
You do a little pirouette in full plate. And
I'm in skill now. Be
Who
honest.
wants to get to the ladder first? Now, the other option is you can tell this area has been, as I said, recently, because you can tell it's not super recently, but it's different from the other walls.
That's Vama's main point of interest, actually. If people want to make it to the ladder, you guys are on your own, but I don't suspect that snakes can climb.
Now, you estimate that might have been a tunnel that went outside.
Fair enough.
At one point.
That's what Vama was headed towards.
You were at the waterfall, and you're looking, you're thinking, wait a minute, we only went down about 20, 25 feet, and over to the left about 40. Yeah, this tunnel at one point came out. And it's been thoroughly filled in and packed.
Vema's going to remain where he's at until everybody that has come down his past and either accumulated with him or done their own thing.
Get through that wall.
So who would want to go to the door or up the ladder, which is about 15-foot ladder?
Toki's going for the ladder.
Okay. Make a dexterity check. I'm assuming you're passively kind of looking for traps a bit.
I rolled a 4. I don't know if do I want high or low.
You want to roll low.
Oh, 4 is good then. I've got like a 17.
Yeah,
back.
no traps. Everything seems cool. You scamper up the ladder easily and get to the top. And there's a door. There doesn't appear to be a lock on it or anything. It seems to be a simple lever that clicks, like dwarven manufacture. Stout, oak, iron bound. This is iron. This is dwarven make still, surprisingly.
Never understand the dwarves. Never.
Yeah, something's going on. A bit of mystery, but still something weird.
Maybe they're Dwergar.
And you have no doors with you guys, so
I'm gonna just go ahead now. How far down is the ladder? Or if I needed to jump into that other room, how far down is it?
about 15 feet. You could do it as a monk pretty easily. I just moved the other guys in, so you.
I'm a barbarian.
You can still do it as a monk.
Oh yeah, barbarian can do it. Yeah. So there's a door in front of you.
I'll open it.
And the rest of you are watching him, I'm assuming, and kind of.
Yeah.
I really want to. I'm really considering, and I'm actually going to be fingering my coin pouch to see if I should pass a couple of silver as a bet to see if he falls.
I don't have any money to put on that. Sorry, did I say that? Whoa. Sorry.
How are you neutral good?
Now you open the door,
That was good.
Toki, and everyone else watches, and you see there's another door, cross passageway, and you have some ranger skills, right? A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
So you can make a -5 dex roll here. Checking out chamber, and you take a peek. I'll move you head a little bit. So you look down. There's a long hallway to your left.
I made an unmodified 2.
Okay, so you hear some voices coming from behind this door over there, and it's some sort of chanting inside of these high-pitched kind of soprano voices, and then you hear these kind of lower, deeper voices bring up this sort of tenor, and then this other chanting again, and then it stops for a while, and there's silence.
All right, I'm gonna close the door quietly, and I'm gonna signal to my companions to be quiet, but to come up.
Right.
Next is Griffin and Marek.
Okay. You asked for this. So Tyrat's going to try to go up the ladder.
Wait, does that ladder go up or down from this floor level?
Hold on a sec. Something.
Sorry, I wasn't clear on that.
It goes up, doesn't it?
Okay, it goes up a bit of a shingle there, and then there's a door. It doesn't. Okay.
So there's only room for 1 or 2 people on the top. So the rest of you, there, a round went by. I need Brother Merrick, Griffin, and Vama, and Tyreth. You went up the ladder, you said?
Yeah, he's going to go up the ladder. Is Toki going to
So I
stay?
need Brother Merrick, Griffin, and Vama to make percentage rolls.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm up here by Toki now.
Let's do it in order. Gamma's percentage roll is a 62.
Okay, you're good, Vama. However, a snake attacks Brother Merrick.
Well, let Griffin roll.
Yeah, Griffin's
Griffin got a 44.
Okay, you're good. Sort of randomly, Brother Merrick sort of just wrong place, wrong time, not sure. But there's a small green snake slithers out of a little pile and goes to strike him. And even with Brother Merrick's got good dexterity, he misses, and Brother Merrick slips to the side and goes with a quick kick counterattack and rolls a 1.
Oh! Well
He
done.
then goes on to, okay, no other damage, but he did roll a 1 and whiffed, and the snake is there, and the snake is pissed off. For whatever reason, snakes get pissed off. And there's some other noises, but that sleep spell worked really well. Like, there's no other snakes appear to be aggravated or coming out, just this one small green one, but you know about the small green ones.
Right, they're like vine snake that
Call them the 5-step snakes.
is in 4 steps live, 1 step dead.
So roll initiative.
I got it.
Rolled a 5. And
4.
Griffin, you can see this. Griffin, it's like 12 feet away from you. And Vama, you can see it, and everyone can actually see it, because all of a sudden Brother Merrick's like, what is this? He spins, and there's this activity, and you see this little green snake slither out and go at his feet.
We got a 4.
Okay, so anybody have some missile or spell?
Bama's immediately thinking, Merrick, kill him because we're not moving.
Okay, the snake strikes again, and Merrick's fast and dodges and quickly counter strikes and hits it. For, wow, that's brutal. He smacks it, but the snake is just aggravated.
Whenever a dungeon master says it's brutal, we're supposed to love that.
Yeah, I'm just surprised. These snakes are actually pretty tough.
They're snakes.
All the creatures in this module have been a bit...
Do snakes have morale?
They should have high morale.
Now, I was going to roll actually a wisdom check for Brother Merrick before I did that, to see if he counterattacked. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Wow. That's a snake is 1. So Brother Merrick realizes that he's just encroached on some snake's territory, and he'll either fight to death for its territory or get the hell out of there. So he'll take a lunge at the ladder and rolls another athletic check. Leaps onto the ladder. But Griffin...
I hope that if he falls down, he falls towards, like, away from us.
But he can't climb. Well, he could climb up. You guys could all crowd on the top. There's not much space. You can't fight or anything. You'd be like a -5 up there.
Thing is, Griffin still hasn't crossed the room either. And
Toki, you haven't told them yet. You haven't told them the full deal. So Griffin, now you realize this snake is kind of pissed off and in between you two, and you've been quiet and whatnot, and the snake is still staring at Brother Merrick, and but doesn't chase him, and just stops and kind of hisses and sticks its tongue out at him.
Okay, well, my Roll20 has suddenly gone to a black map, so I'm looking at the room. Does it look like I can give the snake and Merrick a wide enough berth to get around them or not?
Yep, you could try.
Without disturbing others.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to try.
Okay, roll your dexterity check.
I got a 7, and my dexterity is 10.
You're good to go. You creep around it. This green snake seems to be kind of settling back again and relaxing, and you go around it. And Vama, you could now exit as well. You made that critical roll. You're good to go. You're like a cat.
But Vama is still very interested in that. Yeah, Vama is paused. He was the first one down. He's probably...
You're all crouched at this platform, and so go ahead.
Wanted to, yeah, he was creeping along the wall there because he was very interested in the area that you described as appearing to have been either blocked up or once a former egress. Is there anything that he can tell? I mean, is it a way out or is it completely blocked up?
It's completely blocked. You need potentially. You don't know.
No, but I mean, like
long time with tools.
Either I can see a way up, or I can't. And
no, but it's curious. It's a recent addition. Originally, this passage was supposed to go out,
but it just didn't. Okay,
it just didn't.
Noted. Vama's going to try to. If there's space, he wants to get on that ladder too, so his feet are not on the same ground as the snakes are. If there's room. If there's not, he's going to wait until there is, and then he's going to do it.
That is a legitimate question, Darren. How would you said there's a door up here, right? At the top of the ladder? Right?
Okay, hold on a sec. I just erased Toki. Give me a minute.
Oh, you're...
Son of a bitch.
Guys, I'm feeling a little insubstantial.
Sorry about that.
You're just astral projecting. It's okay.
I went to erase a wall. And
it's normal. Hey, you're hanging out with mages, bitch.
I suddenly gained the ability to teleport.
I want to know how the hell somebody that's larger than a half-orc disappears into thin air.
Oh, great! Now I got
to on 6'5", right?
He is already in the afterlife. Do not worry, for you are in Elysium.
You're already dead. I can finish that line for you because I've seen that movie 5 billion fucking times.
Fair enough. I was gonna say Gehenna anyways. So.
Shit. Ah, crap. I deleted him accidentally. I'm trying to look for another copy of him in one of the other maps, so you're gonna have to give me a minute. Do a little search.
Okay, guys, remember, synchronize pointing and laughing at Darren.
I'll erase you.
I'll make you replace me. That's the bottom line.
I'll erase you from existence.
If you don't make fun of the deity.
Well, for now, you're going to be the big square.
Well, nonetheless, for Vama's action, if there's space, he wants to be able to get on that ladder so he can get his boots off that.
Yeah, you guys exit the room. Yeah, you get out of there. And
cool, thanks.
All right.
You know what? I like that though. That's actually a perfect picture for me.
Oh shit! It literally is Toki.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went and scooped it quick because now Toki, you realize you heard something and everyone's cluttering up on the ladder and getting up near the door and there's no more room. You can barely all sit there crouching on the ladder, and in fact, you're not. And Toki tells you guys there's some weird stuff was going on the other side of a door.
What do you mean weird stuff on? What do you mean weird stuff on side of the door?
Chanting religious ritual on the far side of the door.
What?
We're running into this problem that we're going to have to make room here soon.
Yeah, I'm going to open the door and start putting us into the other room, but I'm going to make sure that everyone knows to stay very quiet.
Okay, so you guys make way and creep up, clang, 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 Tyreth, sort of. And it seems you're quiet enough. You guys go into the hallway, and you all see to your left, there's a passageway goes off.
Hey, Darren?
Yes.
I want to say that is a nice save on the mistake there with the deletion there. That's a fantastic token.
Yeah. I've got about 1,000 or 1,400 hours on Roll20, so.
Do we all hear that chanting that you described him earlier, or is it subsiding?
Okay, everyone's like, shh, shh, quiet, quiet. And then sure enough, you can hear these lighter soprano kind of, it almost reminds you of kind of like maybe children or something calling out some weird incantation chant, and then they stop, and then these tenors come back and sing or chant their little bit and stop, and then it goes quiet again. You're like, what?
Can any of us recognize the language or the tone?
Okay, from outside the door to this room, the sound of harsh chanting, female voices can be heard. Yeah, and there seems to be female, but as I said, there was some sopranos and tenors, different levels. Like, you look at each other and...
Vama will draw his short sword from the sheath.
Yep. And there's a hallway to your left, which goes into the darkness.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a quizzical look. What the fuck are people down here for? What the fuck?
Is there
And
any
you
sound
haven't,
coming
you don't
from-
know, you don't. It's an alien language. Not that,
Oh,
right? You didn't recognize the chant or the song or whatever it was.
Snake priests.
That's great.
Well, either they live down here all the time, or they've got another way out because.
Or they're just as new as we are.
Yeah, but down
I
here,
would guess that they live here.
chanting.
Somebody feeds these snakes.
Mhm.
So another round goes by.
Let's.
Let's just open the door.
Nay!
Okay, so Toki's goes forward and opens the door.
I'll go grab Toki's hair if possible.
No, I'm not. I'm suggesting not moving.
Oh, okay.
I'm not taking action yet. I'm making a suggestion.
Yeah, nah. Let's keep it quiet. Who's the quietest ones we have here?
Definitely not Tyrath. It'd be
I'll put my
Toki,
arm up
Vama,
on
and Brother Merrick. Briffin's, you're actually all pretty quiet except for Tyrath.
If Toki is going to charge into the room with the chanting, are you kidding? Tyrath's going to be like, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Okay, no.
Let's go into the door. So Tyrath's going to the door now. And Vama's like, no. And another round goes by as you guys kind of are.
Tyrath, hold that door. Vama, Toki, Merrick, move down the hallway. Briffin, stay with Tyrath. Let's just go down. The three of us go down the hallway just a little bit. As quiet as we possibly can. You guys stay quiet and still and watch that door like fucking hawks.
Tyrath gives you a very depressed look.
Just imagine the children behind that door that you will be eating.
Okay, that definitely takes the line of the night.
Are they?
Okay, so you guys, another round goes by. You guys move into different positions.
Right.
So
we
move
just
your
wanna move down the
characters
hallway.
where you're going to leave the door.
If you're giving us that allowance, let's move down just to this point here, then I suppose. Let's just stay tight. If we have to split up some more, we will.
Yeah, I've got for some reason, I don't have the map on Roll20, so if somebody can.
Okay, did you restart
Is it-
Roll20?
I did.
It might be hidden. It's kind of sunken down into the southern portion of the map. It's like its own little micro map.
Up. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Toki and Briffin move up as far as Vama is, as quiet as you possibly can, and we'll drop off. See, there's another intersection here. We'll drop one of you off and keep on moving forward again. So we have some sort of line of sight and some sort of situational awareness.
Okay.
I don't know where Vama became tactical like this, but it has to
Griffin
happen
got this one.
Tyrath, are you staying in the back there?
I'm going to stay by that door because that's where he
with
wants
Brother
it.
Merrick.
Yeah. I'm not moving.
I'm sorry. With Briffin.
The door opens.
With Griffin?
With Briffin, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Merrick's quieter. He's a monk.
The door opens.
I also
Who
have
I
no
see in
armor.
front of me.
Yeah, but you've got this guy with you.
You see
Yeah, I do have some-
rather strange-looking creatures. They look like dwarves, but are darker, have piercing red-tinged eyes and gray skin, and cruel gray beards.
Darrow.
And you can see that there's might be a female who's just opened the door, and she's leading, appears to be 4 smaller ones. They're leaving this chamber. They're coming toward the door and surprised to see anybody there. Like she just opens the door and goes, and her eyes open and wide, and she's armed. She has chain and a weapon and whatnot.
I keep forgetting. Vama actually speaks Orc, doesn't he? Or is it Toki?
No,
They're
I'm
not
gonna speak Orcish.
They're not orcs.
If she is leading 4 small prisoners,
These are
No,
not-
I'm asking this as a legitimate question because Tyrath is about to scream out in Orcish because he's not thinking. enemies as loud as he can, but if nobody understands it, it's going to sound like an angry Klingon.
Vama understands Orcish. He could speak Orcish enough to understand the reciprocal opposite of Baruch Hazad.
Okay, good. So you know that I'm getting ready. You pretty much pick up pretty quick from the tone and inflection that I'm kind of something's not right.
Good. Thanks for attracting their attention to you.
That's fine. But everyone else who doesn't understand Orcish, that does sound like an angry Klingon.
No, I heard it, and he's like, "I'm shitting my pants." All right, fuck. What the fuck are these, anyways? Well, we'll figure out at the end of the day. I think they're Darrow. Snake worshipping dwarfs.
Bama, before you notice, there's a chamber in front of you that you notice, and a door to your right. Before you hear Tyra scream out, and this female slams the door shut.
Oh, like they locked themselves back in?
Looks like it.
Oh, good. But there's a door to right and then a chamber up ahead. Nothing, nothing unusual or that we have to defend ourselves against right away?
No.
All right, let's collect. Do we all know what's happened?
Oh, until Vama, you notice something strange up here. Let me see what you can see a minute.
Jesus,
yeah, you can see him. Okay, hold on.
Between the rock and the anvil right now.
Give me 1 minute.
Who has spells left? Griffin, do you have spells?
I have one. I mean, I'm still at level. I'm still at level 1. I have one.
I've got one
so
left.
You've got one more.
I've got one more spell. It's offensive, but it's not much. I've got Shillelagh, which turns my staff into a magical weapon. Does 1d8 instead of 1d6.
You might want to fire that up as soon as you can.
Okay, by the way, the chanting abruptly ends as you open the door. Seated around a simple table in the center of the room are 2 stocky women and some children. For a moment, you take them for dwarves, but surely no dwarf has such pallid skin and evil, penetrating eyes. And then, by the way, they adapted that. They were leaving the room. I rolled the random encounter, and they came out, and I was going to roll.
This is what dwarves look like without makeup.
I know, they kind of gave away a bit there. But anyway, they slammed the door shut. But Vama, you can see up ahead, there's a strange creature. Very strange creature up ahead.
I can do dwarves. See.
Up ahead, the corridor opens out into a dark chamber framed in the doorway, and facing away from you is the swaying skeleton of a huge snake with a human skull for a head. Beyond the skeleton, eyes glazed, apparently rooted to the spot, is a tiny man dressed in green.
What the fuck?
I'm going to move your head just a little bit. Oh, no, you can see him. It's weird. He looks like Vama is... No, make a intelligence check, Vama.
Good lord.
I'm Brian.
And I have a 15 intelligence. Here we are, rock. 17, miss.
Okay, it's like, whoa. The small creature, that the being is probably about 2.5 feet tall, and he's standing there sort of stuck. And we have to make a surprise roll now.
You want to handle that again, Ian, or you want to handle it?
Please, you're a low roller. Come on, go for it.
Okay, I rolled terrible.
Did you have to curse me, son of a bitch? I rolled a 5.
Yes. Oh, that's good.
No, that's good. No, you're surprised on a 1 or 2. If you had a ranger, it'd be 1 or...
enough with this wish we had a ranger story.
Yeah, but
We're
anyway, this snake thing seems to be ignoring you, Vama, and the door is still shut this round. The snake thing doesn't seem to be sensing you guys.
Cool. Vama's going to make a hand up, like, to his side, like, with open fingers. Stop. To Brother Mark and Toki. Don't move any farther.
Now you guys are in this room. Hey, quick plan. Now you're spread out over like 50 feet.
This is going to suck, guys.
Griffin, Tyreth in the back. The door is slammed shut. Not sure what happened to that.
Right. Let's look back. Griffin, Tyra, you okay?
We're not alone.
Yeah, no shit. Let's start backing up. What do you think? Vema will say to Marek and then Toki, let's start backing up, slicking back.
Back up. Back up.
Yeah, it seems to be okay. You guys backpedal to the other end, and the door's still shut, and you're just quiet on the other side.
Hey, that door that we came from, that ladder from the snake pit up to this door, it's up, right? To this door?
Yep.
Is that door open or closed right now?
Open.
Good, let's keep it open. Huh?
Ian or Darren,
Mm-hmm.
Toki's point of view with the shadows and whatnot seems to be centered on Vama.
Sorry, something with the shadows?
Oh, for line of sight?
Yes. So like when I move my thing, the shadows don't move, but when Vama moves, the shadows all change.
Yeah, because... okay, hold on.
If it's a pain in the butt, don't worry about it, because I can get by.
I can drag my icon if you need, whatever, to just to accommodate for that. But let's make sure that door stays open. Tell you what, if anything comes out of that room, you can prioritize killing them if you want.
Oh, we lost your torch, Toki. That's why. Hold on.
But let's just throw them down into the fucking snake pit, man.
That should help, right, Toki? You can see more? Carry that torch with you. So now you guys, what do you guys want to do? So
run back where poor Tyrath is.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Isn't this door that's next to Toki the one that the dwarves came out of?
they were leaving that room, yeah.
And then they went back in there. So we should probably go in there.
You want to rush them?
Now, Toki can only talk to Vama at very rudimentary level, more with sign language.
You want to make the sign language for bum rush, which I think is like this?
Okay. And the doors opened as...
Wait. I'm going to speak to everyone in Pure Thieves Camp for the rest of the adventure.
Hey, you don't understand Thieves Camp.
I'm just going to point to the door and say, let's go.
You popped it. All right.
Now you can see now they've kind of assembled themselves around the doorway and armed themselves. And there's these two sort of female-ish duergars and these children.
Duergars.
Well, they're looking at you malevolently, and
are the children?
We were just joking about children, but
they're not
children.
Edible. They're not edible until their mothers are dismantled.
okay, so a volley of darts come flying into the room. Okay, we'll have to roll initiative.
that's all.
Before that happens,
Ian, it's all you.
are the children Duergar children, or are they children of some other race?
4.
No, they're duergar.
Initiative 4.
I want to close the door.
You just opened it, mate.
Yep.
No, you're not shutting the door. It's too late now. We have to leave it open. Tyrath is angry. He's actually question there. This is a legitimate question from Tyrath's perspective. Does it look like they're holding these
Toki
kids
sees
captive?
2 women and 4 children. He's not going to attack these people.
Well, hang on. Do these kids look like they're being held captive, like enslaved?
Doesn't look like it to me.
No.
From a half-orc point of view, yes, they're alive.
That's the
They're
question.
probably
From
captive.
Tyrath's point of view, would he perceive this as some type of a capture?
Don't.
No, not at all.
Toki closes the door.
In fact, the children seem as bloodthirsty as the women.
Okay, that's fine. That's what he needs to know, because if they seem like they're enslaved for any reason, Tritherion demands that he free slaves.
They're children.
No,
They're
they're
automatically
gonna fanatically
enslaved
attack
in their own bodies.
They fanatically attack.
Okay, no, that's fine. That
You
was
have to open the door on their own.
because
The first person coming out of that door, though, is getting a spear in them.
well, the reason I was asking that, so if Toki wants to shut the door and they look like they're being held captive, Tyrath would step in the way and not let him do it. But if they are like eagerly getting ready to assault us, he doesn't have a problem with defending himself by shutting the door.
Yeah, we're shutting the door.
Okay.
I'm totally fine with that. I just wanted to make sure that my character would do
you can make a strength check. So with your strength's really strong, so shouldn't be a problem.
Ridiculous strength.
Basically have to roll a 20.
We're really confusing those guys on the other side of this door.
You slam the door shut.
Open it again, slow it again. Fuck you! Fuck you!
Hey, now you guys.
Do you think that they have any warriors?
Hey, you guys got to decide what you want to do now. It's Tyrat's looking at Toki.
Bama's watching down the passageway towards
One second.
Actually, Tyrath wants to cast Bless. I think that's first level in first edition still. Let me go check.
Slam the door and start praying. Oh, Father Lord in heaven, bless my peoples.
Bama, I'm going to gesture to you to run down to the next door and then go in.
Gesturing here. No go.
Yeah, everyone's within 5 squares of me as well. So yeah, everyone gets +1 to morale and +1 to hit.
Okay, the door's shut again. And your face.
Dwarves on one side, snakes on the other side.
This door's here. Hold on.
So third door.
Well, Toki doesn't know that the snake man. Oh yeah, you do.
It was
what? So I'm gonna just open up the face? No, let's just keep an eye out on that whole corridor. Better them come towards us than us go towards them.
We're trapped right now. We got to go somewhere.
Okay, another round goes by.
Last 10 minutes.
Well, you know what? Tyrath just blessed us. Tyrath's ripping the damn door open. He's angry.
Hold on. What about everybody else? Where's Merrick?
Okay, well, you declared your actions, so Tyrath reaches forward, reefs the door open.
I'm still holding the door. Is he beating my strength?
No, he's not stronger than you.
You guys are literally fighting each other?
Well, no, I mean, we're not even fighting each other, but I'm almost as strong as he is.
Well, it comes down. Okay, you can't understand each other, can you? You can't talk to each other.
We don't speak the same language.
Enough of this primitive love ritual, whatever you guys have here.
It doesn't. You guys are like
we're grunting at each other
and flexing muscle and holding door.
Sounds like a Neanderthal meeting.
Fucking weirdos. I've seen Quest for Fire. I know where this is.
Okay, another round goes by.
Vama's gonna get to his sling.
Okay.
And he's going to maintain visuals. He'll move forward half the distance. He's going to break half the distance, so he's going to move down to. Well, I've moved his icon a little bit, but he's got the sling ready, and he will unleash on anything that moves that is in front of him. If it's moving towards him, not if he sees eye, but if it's moving.
So what are we fighting? The snake or the women and the children?
Neither, hopefully.
You know what? Women and children sounds like a plan.
So, Vama, you creep forward, and you can see now that the snake creature has moved back into the room a little ways now.
Okay.
Women
and children first does not mean in the cauldron.
So he is taking second rank this fight.
Okay, make a initiative roll.
There we go.
This creature suddenly comes out of the darkness and it's swaying with this mesmerizing sort of sway, Vama, and looking at you, and you look into its eyes, and this thing's rather large, and its large sparkling eyes seem to draw you in.
My God, I quickly pray to my fucking elven ancestry to hope that I'm immune to sleep and charm spells.
Well, the good news is that +1 bonus lasts for a little while, guys. I believe. I mean, double check it real fast, but it lasts for a couple of minutes.
Oh my God! Un momento.
All right, so we.
Yeah, it lasts 6 melee rounds.
This has turned into a bit of a clusterfuck, as that you guys know, but we can pull this.
I blame my brother Merrick.
Taking a quick look.
For Vama's sake, getting close to that thing, you get +1 to your attacks against that snake for the next 4 or next 5. combat rounds.
Well, Vama's doing a creepy crawl.
Okay, you have to make a saving throw versus magic, as does Brother Merrick.
I am 30% resistant to sleep and charm, if that helps at all. For being half health.
No, it specifically says. Let me. The swain. Okay, a semi-magical swain which rivets the attention of any victim observing the worm who fails to make his saving throw versus magic.
Fair enough. Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna get fucking zombified by a Zomba.
Wait a minute, that's good, right? I want to roll high.
Yep, you do want to roll high.
Brother Merrick makes his save. I rolled an 18.
Well.
Okay, and I'm going to be saving versus magic. My save is a... Come on, 12. I need a 12 or better. Right? D20 here. Jesus Christ. 20.
Nice.
Natural 20.
Very nice. So this thing seems a bit frustrated, and it's large. This thing, the Necrophidius, the death worm.
Explain to me exactly how we detect frustration from a death worm.
Pardon? Oh, right.
That joke.
Okay, you sensed that. Yeah, you guys both dodged a bullet there. As this thing sways and it comes toward the edge of the passageway, then backs off and recedes back into the room.
God.
Swaying this sinuous form this whole time, and then kind of goes out of sight.
Good. All right, so this is what we have. Let's go on to the guys behind us. Are these guys done arm wrestling and flexing their bodies?
Okay, yeah, back to you guys. So Toki and Dyrath and Riffin, you see these two guys are kind of both going to the door, and have you guys made up your mind, or are you gonna...
Well, they're wandering off, so Tyrath is actually, like, he's still kind of pulling on the door, but it's half-hearted as he's curious what they're doing down the hall.
I'd hardly call near-death experiences wandering.
Okay, so you don't open the door. A round goes by, and you see Vama and Brother Merrick they stopped, and were stopping and shaking their heads for a bit, and looking at each other, and nodding, like, okay, it's all cool, man. Yeah, it's all cool. What the hell was that? And it was large. This it's called a Necrophidius, and it looked like one of those undead snakes from before, but this one had the head of a human, or a skull of a human, with eyes that glowed this yellow, eerie glow. And when you looked into its eyes, you felt yourself compelled to just kind of slumber off.
This is poisonous as fuck too.
Yeah,
now,
it's probably poisonous. Everything else.
I don't know. You guys told them about the little green guy too, right?
We didn't say a fucking thing. We haven't opened our mouth or anything.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that we're not going this way was enough, but no.
No, Vama, I remember originally when you saw the room.
Yeah, no, we did, but we receded backwards. However,
so you backpedal a bit and you realize, well, yeah, when you got to about this point, this thing confronted you, and you guys backed off about 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to go to the doorway and check it out.
Like deliberately without looking, making the intention to only stare at the last to the door. No, running.
And the rest of you, okay? So let's all powwow a second. What are you going to do? This door is still kept shut. It seems that these gray dwarves are kind of fortified behind the door, and you could see the malevolent look in their eyes when they were like saw you.
They always look like that. They're born like that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that is true.
They just look that way.
Yeah, it's a condition. That's why they stay in the dark.
So another round goes by.
Vama, well, okay. Let's go in order then. Tyrath, we'll keep that call order. Yep. But if you want to powwow for a second, guys, if we can, Vama and Merrick are already up front right there, and we're taking the advice of having gone back down this corridor anyways to take door number 3. I will risk continuing forward and just literally make a blast for that door and open it. But whatever's on the other side, If it's dangerous, it's probably going to hit me and Merrick, Vema and Merrick, which is going to put us out. We're the weakest. We're the least capable of being able to handle it. However, we're taking that, and that's our third way out. I don't know if you guys want to keep on holding that door, but expect pursuit from 2 sides if you follow us. Gotcha? That's all we got. I'm not backing up again, unless you have a fireball or flaming oil.
Nope. I'm afraid of my clerics all out of those spells.
I have no spells left.
Neither do I.
Yeah. I've got an offensive spell that's good for 1 round because I'm first level, and
that's what we can do.
I've got some good news for you guys. I haven't run out of muscles.
Well, that's why I'm glad I'm playing half fighter.
You guys can flex muscles later. you can compare bicep size.
Are you going to door C?
Vema and Merrick, Vema's going to make a blast for it. I can't speak for Merrick, but we'll make a blast for it without paying any attention to what's down the corridor, but like focusing on the door handle.
You don't look down there. You just go right to the door.
If you open that door and unleash something on us with that death worm, I'm going to be angry.
When I've never known you not to be angry.
Okay, so you go to the door. It's not locked. You listen and whatnot. No sounds whatsoever. Actually, no. Make a dexterity roll, or hear noise. Pardon me.
Okay, as a thief, let me double check my.
I was going to give you a -10 dexterity check, but I'm going to give you a hear noise. Rather.
The dungeon master is merciful. Hear noise 15%. Hey, wait, man, that's all fucking 17, or 18, 19, or 20 on a d20. That's bullshit.
I thought you had 32%.
15% hear noise, man. I don't know why. First level thief. Oh,
First level thief.
Oh, sorry, I didn't modify. I'm a 3rd level thief. I didn't modify that on my sheet, did I?
You're probably up to 20% or something. At least.
Let me double check. I don't think I changed it on my sheet. I'm a 3rd
Make
level
a roll
thief.
anyway.
Okay, here we go.
It's a long shot, and it's supposed to be a long shot, so that's apt.
Thanks for the confidence. Ooh, 15. 15. I would have made it even anyways.
Wow. You hear the sounds, and you shake your head, but it can't be right. You hear the sounds of combat, but very faint.
No, it is 15%. It does. Thief goes 1st level 10, 2nd level 10, 3rd level 15.
You still got it, right?
It's bullshit. Yeah, I rolled a 15.
Faintly. It's not on the other side of this door, but it's far away. Ting, ting, ting. And it stops for a bit.
Good enough for me. I'm going to open that door.
Okay, there's nothing on the other side of this door, as far as you can see.
At least we have a mode of egress, potentially.
The place for everything and everything in its place. This combined kitchen, storeroom, and workshop clearly belongs to somebody with a fine sense of order. From the clean bench and neat racks of tools and utensils above it at one end of the room to the carefully stacked casks and tidy shelves of boxes, sacks, jars, and bottles at the other. Nothing seems misplaced. Even the hearth in the center of the room has been swept. And there's a door on the other side of the room where you can hear sounds of combat coming from.
Sounds of combat?
Yeah.
Gesture quickly.
Okay, while this happens, the rest of you guys are back in this hallway. What do you guys want to do? Griffin, Tyrath, and Toki, you see they have opened this door and have kind of gone, oh shit. And have sort of, Vama's kind of gone a little ways into the doorway.
Yeah, well, I wanted to yank the door open, but still, be able to, whatever, let them know that the door is open. So that's all.
Right.
Well, once
I'm
I
gonna
see
wait
the doors open,
on what's his name, to move away from the door, and then once the door is clear, I'll head down with the rest.
Sounds like a plan to me. Tyrath is going to literally run, not paying attention to anything, to the door.
Not paying attention to the fucking hypnotic eyes of the Necrophidius.
No, you didn't tell them about that.
No, I didn't. I just said, come.
Tyrath doesn't know about it, but Tyrath will see
roll.
his friends disappear. So Tyrath is just running to where he saw
Tyrath and Toki, you all have to make saving throws versus magic.
saving throw versus
When you get to about this point.
saving throw versus spells.
What's my saving throws at?
What a shitstorm.
Turn my damn saving throws at.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they at?
No, it's versus no death magic.
Is it death magic?
Yeah,
poison.
Just death magic.
It's not too bad. I got a
that.
10,
Is that right?
and then my wisdom gives me +2 to the roll. So
You guys have paralysis.
either greater. I rolled a 16. Fine.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
you
got a
saw
17.
these glowing golden eyes in this room.
17? Oh, you rolled a 17 or you need a 17?
No, I rolled a 17.
Well, that's good. So you guys both saw these glowing eyes, but you shrugged it off, and just as me, you guys all made your rolls. Well done. What can I say? You guys slip up to the doorway, and you feel because you stay in the hallway, you'll have to look again. You really want to, and you could either go that way or into the room with Vama.
Vama's just gesturing to move in. He understands the threat level of this, whatever is down there, if we linger.
The combat stopped momentarily. Not sure why, Vama or whatever, but you all sort of creep into the room, and you're safe, and you can close the door behind you if you want. Leave those evil eyes behind.
Can't believe it left the children alive.
Last one out. Don't let the door slam you.
So you guys moving past?
Hopefully, Vama will be the last one in, if possible, if he's holding that door.
Oh, I was going to make Griffin and Toki and Tyreth make a dexterity rolls to see if you actually see into the room.
Oh, okay. Dexterity? It's a dexterity check?
Yep.
3 under and 11.
I got a 3.
So you saw the being with the yellow eyes, but you saw behind the being there was a small little creature, an oddly dressed in vines and flowers and green sort of wraps. There's this small 2.5 foot tall creature that seems to be just standing there, looking ahead with wide eyes.
You say it looked like it was dressed in like greenery,
flowers and vines.
Well, being a druid, is it anything that I might have knowledge of?
Right. Of course.
Yeah, we should, right?
What's your primary stat?
I
that
think it's wisdom and charisma, actually. But
okay,
right,
so
one for what you know and what for what you project.
Yeah.
Okay, you saw this being, and I'll let you roll whichever one you want higher.
Oh, I'll
to see if you can recognize you know, but it does hit some strings. You see that this is some creature that's it's out of place, fish out of water, definitely.
Yes. I got it. I got an 8, so it didn't matter which one I used. I got it.
Yeah, you can tell that this is some sort of fairy folk. You're not sure what. It's alien to you. It's rare.
Fairy folk is hiding behind a necromantic.
You've heard of brownies, and you've kind of researched in books about certain dryads and whatnot. But this one, it hits a string. It's like, wait a minute. And then you ran into the room quickly because you saw those yellow baleful eyes suddenly come in between you and it, and you lost sight of the creature, and you had to flee for your life. You realized as this creature wanted to enthrall you or something.
Did I have long enough to get a long enough look to get a sense of whether the forest folk creature was under the thrall of this?
No, you're not sure if they're his friends or not, but it was just standing there, literally standing there, arms kind of slack at its side.
It might already be. I gotcha.
Huh.
Let's recoup. Let's figure out where we're at.
Okay.
So you guys went into this room.
See what you're saying. Good call.
The sound of combat resumes again on the other side of this door, and you guys all quiet. You can hear this.
What can we make out? Is there any experienced combatants here that can be able to interpret what kind of combat is happening here? Is it metal on metal, somebody losing, somebody winning?
I've definitely got fighting experience.
What's your take?
That's a good question. He just said we heard the noise. So it'd be up to him to determine how much of it I would be able to make sense of it.
It stops again for a while, but you could tell it sounded like there were just not a lot of, like, a single combat.
I say if there are combats, the longer they go on, the more likely that one of the participants is wounded. Which means that there's less likely that they're going to be fucking with us if we burst in on this, because we can't go backwards. But wherever that room there with the distorted dwarves, the malevolent dwarves there, that may very well connect to this too. So
yeah.
Now Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
The information you've gathered from this being.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. What do you want to do about that?
Well, there's not much information. I mean, I saw what Vama may have seen, because I know he went down the hallway first.
You saw more than I did.
Okay, in that case, I'll tell the party what I saw, and making note specifically of, considering how terrifying that thing was. That creature was just standing there with its arms, relaxed, slack at its side.
Can you turn it? Like an undead?
Oh, you mean the worm?
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if it's turnable.
Okay, you hear this bloody war cry as these crazy-ass Duergar women with these children come screaming around the corner and burst through the door in full combat on you guys.
And none of them get zapped by the necrophilias?
Nope, they seem to just completely burst in the room and kind of surprise you guys. Well, let's roll surprise roll. They get bonus.
Kyle.
Surprise round. Hang on a second. I'm gonna
put it this way: we're like 3 rounds ahead of the fact that they would have done the same thing when we opened the last door, so we're not lost.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, so neither of you surprised. Roll initiative.
That would be you, Ian.
Yes, sir.
3. So
at least my shitty rolling skills are coming in.
No, boom! They got it. We lost it.
So this one female bursts in the room,
nice.
Like in these kamikaze attacks, these 2 shrieking kids who flank her expertly, seem to be strategically backing her up. And this other female has another similar wedge formation that she's using
for children.
And yeah, she goes right at Tyrath, and the 2 kids go at, one goes at Tuki, one goes at Vama. Does anyone have a spell they cast before initial contact?
Not bloody likely. Hey, Brian.
Are we aware we're talking about child soldiers? Where the fuck is this?
Oh, yeah.
Did we lose Brian in...
And one female shrieking takes a cut at you, Tyrath. What's your AC? With her battle hammer.
Yeah, I got disconnected about 5 minutes ago. I don't know what happened.
Oh, 19. That's
We're
probably
exactly where we started.
So Tyrath.
Women and children, half orc.
They attack. You take 3 points or 3 plus 1, 4 points damage, Tyrath.
Yeah.
And one of the kids attacks Toki.
Hit me for 3.
Yeah. 4 points damage. Total.
Yeah, Brian, we're all in good shape. It's just
one of the kids misses. Vama, one of the kids just shrieks and jumps at you. She's got this little spear. You see, this girl, like 12,
it's a girl child at that. Thanks.
Oh my, yeah. And she whiffs. And the one behind her throws a spear at 1, 2, 3 at Tyreth.
These aren't children. These are changelings.
And your AC's 4, Tyreth?
Tyreth 5.
5.
Oh man, my
that's just a miss. Okay, so miss. Now it's your guys' attack.
You log out longer again.
These are medium creatures, right?
Small.
Okay, good. Okay, that's just making sure that I don't use my 2 hit or my damage from a large weapon.
Sorry, I'm just moving a few things. Now they've burst into the room and pushed you guys back. Like they intentionally powered into the room and bringing in their backup.
Their backup. It looks like a bunch of
I rolled under a fucking 10 again.
itinerant family members.
No, that's not going to hit, is it?
I'm actually getting frustrated with my dice because
The kids have chainmail on. It says.
You fucking shit.
Chainmail.
These ain't kids, man. These are changelings.
These are hooligans. Oh my!
This is trouble.
Darren, through 2 combats tonight, I've rolled once above a 10.
And these, they're shrieking bloody murder, by the way. So obviously, somebody on the other side of that door is.
I have rolled 9 different dice for my combat roll and rolled once over a 10.
Have you ever tried trading in your dice?
So Vama, go ahead. Let's finish
I'm
this
telling
round.
you, I traded in 5 dice a second ago, and I'm still rolling like shit in combat.
So Vama, you can counterattack that kid who attacked you, and so Toki as well as you.
Not leaving me much of a choice. Short sword, strike to kill.
Well, if
Strike
he wants
to completely
rip your
incapacitate
larynx out.
Strike to amputate.
So they have pretty good AC.
I don't know what to do about it. I'm gonna strike as hard as I can with my short sword.
16 is your base number.
16 to hit. Armor class 5, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I have only
Unless you have a
9.
bonus.
I have 9 strength. Here we go. I'm not equipped for this, guys.
Griffin, you're there too. Everybody get ready. Unless you have a spell or something.
Miss.
You could use that first. Did you hit? No?
No, it was a miss. 3.
Okay, Toki, go ahead. There's this it appears to be a female child Duergar with death in her eyes.
Toki will
trying to hack at your groin with a hand axe.
He's going for the groin a little bit. Okay, you know what? Toki is going to
hold that door.
grab the shaft of the spear down on her head in like a, what do you call it?
There's a nice name for it somewhere. A donkey punch.
A non-lethal attack.
Oh, okay. So you want to subdue her?
With a child.
You can do your damage as subdual damage, and what that does is it takes 75% of your hits do unconscious, and 25 is real.
We've already established that.
I rolled an 18 to hit.
Definitely hit.
And I did 10 points of damage.
Bam!
She goes down. You subdued her?
Yeah. Knocked her right out.
She is definitely out.
All right, cool.
And she drops.
Got it. That's a good idea.
Weapon splayed. Vama missed. Brother Merrick, he's just dodging back and forth and just like, oh, holy cow. And he's looking at the door. Actually, Brother Merrick goes toward the door.
Right.
The back. He knows there's that death screech. This chick here, man, holy, she gave out a death screech like you wouldn't believe. Oh, look at that.
What the fuck happened there?
Stretched an enormous size.
Okay, wait, where can you I'm not seeing Griffin's icon labeled.
No, okay, so Griffin, by the way, it's your call now. Do you want to
I'm going to attack the nearest Hellspawn evil dwarf quote unquote child. I'm going to bludgeon it with a staff.
Okay. Go ahead. And so it's kill or be killed. These evil creatures must die.
Well, they literally asked for it.
So the last time I rolled, I got a crit. I rolled a natural 20. This time, natural 1.
Okay, roll a percentage die. So 100-sided.
Yep. There we are.
Tyrath in the. Okay.
Got a 10.
Oh, okay. So the creature gets an attack of opportunity. You almost broke your weapon.
Jeez.
Attack of opportunity on you. It's this little. This is the little boy, and he's got a jagged little serrated short sword, and he ducks under your ill-timed swing and tries to come in and garrote you with it under the chin, but he's too short and misses with a 2.
Where the fuck are these guys? Where'd they come from? Little motherfucker.
That door.
Yeah, but no. I mean, not like physically where they come from. What the fuck? They're just kids. They're just like trying to rip your
They've been
phone
brainwashed.
Rusty knife and all.
Okay, initiative. Here we go. I rolled a 3.
Kid stabbed me a second ago and I'm pissed off.
1.
No.
Okay, so anyone have spells or missiles?
Thank me later.
Yeah, you know what?
Shillelagh?
Brother Merrick also mutters, "Beware, behind!" And the door handle's going to open.
Oh, the door handle behind where I am now?
Oh, the one that we haven't looked at yet, yeah. Okay.
Oh, in that case, I'm just standing ready with my staff. I'm not casting Shillelagh yet.
Bring it on.
Any other missiles or anything?
It's been good, guys.
Okay, so this female pushes right into Tyreth, swinging her war pick.
Just fucking beating me into the floor.
Ow.
But your AC is 4, right?
5. Question: is she taking the adjustments for swinging on armor?
13.
Oh, she should actually, right?
Yeah, she should be.
Wait,
For
why'd you call that a war pick against fucking your armor? Which means she gets bonuses? Good call.
Scale Mel?
Probably. It's designed to split armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna see war pick. I'll look it up.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good call. That's another level I have to work on. And she's the big one. She's actually pretty tough, and that's a hit on straight up on my sheet.
It's that's fucking craziness, dude. It's +1 against low armor classes. It actually takes penalties against high armor classes.
She does another 3 points damage.
I'm down.
Ah.
That straight knocks me out. I'm right at 0.
Ooh.
Better than -1.
Yeah, I'm not dying at least, but
No, you're 4. Okay, it's a miss. And a miss. Okay, you guys can counterattack the first wave.
yeah, I thought we had another cleric or somebody who could heal in this party.
Negative. Tyrath, you're down. Toki.
No, I was just curious if we did. I thought.
So Toki, that one's sleeping, and this large one steps into the breach.
No, the druid had healing spells, or I think it's
Is
capable of
this
doing
an
that.
adult one, or is this?
Yeah. Yeah, smaller one, not as ferocious as this main one.
Are these Duergar still?
Yes.
All right, I've got 2 attacks, so I'm going to roll my first one.
Yep.
I rolled a modified 13. What's its AC?
AC is 5.
But don't forget it's wearing armor too.
So modified 13, does that hit a 5?
That's a modified 13?
Well, you're
That's
using
nice.
spear, right?
Because your root number is 15 to hit.
Not to mention, if he's swinging a spear at something in armor class 5 wearing armor, it's a -1.
Oh, okay. So that's still a miss. Because your root number is 15 and your bonuses are +4?
Yeah.
So you would need 11.
Specialization and 2 from strength.
No, he needs a 12. He would need a 12.
So that's a hit, Toki.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. When I give you a number, it's the root number. Make sure you add your attack bonus to it.
Okay.
So you had to get a 15 with your +4 or +3. That's a hit, even with the -1 on the +5 or armor class 5.
Okay, I did 13 points of damage.
Wow.
I've got a +8 to damage.
Oh yeah.
I'm not complaining. Nobody's complaining.
She's down hard.
Trust me, nobody is complaining.
Dead. Vama, go ahead. You can attack the boy. He missed. And Griffin, you can attack the main female who just hit Tyrath.
Well, that's what I'm going to have to do, even though I'm not spectacularly equipped for it. But that's what we're going to do.
Hold on. Let's keep the order of the call order. Vam will make a quick roll. Short sword is no modifier against chainmail, 0. So 16 I need to hit against the kid, and I'm going to just once again slice to amputate. It's if he doesn't have the sense to turn around and look at his friend, then he's going to get it one way or the other.
Nice.
11 miss. Okay.
Cha-ching.
All right.
And Griffin.
Griffin is going to attack with a staff.
Crack some skull. Crack some skull. Watch out behind you too. Oh, ha! Natural 20.
And see, last roll, I guess
Wow. So roll
Trust
a
the macro.
100-sided. Roll a 100-sided.
Yeah.
And if you get over 85, let me know.
I want to start using that.
Got
Whatever
a
you're doing.
95.
That's triple damage.
I want what he's got.
So
Well, I
this
did
thing
crit-
had
I crit on the fail the last time, so
you
So,
you killed her.
excellent.
Glad somebody could fucking hit her. I
You
could.
killed her. Yeah, you smashed. You strode up this druid, and with your staff, just
Well, let me tell you guys now. Moving Tyrath around is not going to be the same as moving Stephanos around when he's knocked out.
No, we're gonna
Right.
slap you until you're awake. Don't worry.
I'm at 0 hit points. Somebody better have a way to get me above 0.
yeah.
True.
Because if you're at 0, the benefit of the doubt, you can heal at that point and still get up and kicking.
Yeah.
We'll do what we
Not
can.
negative.
Yeah.
The kids are kind of give out a squeal and run, unless anyone has attacks,
Run, boy.
and you can attack them actually as they run.
I don't think we have
They're
any
ready
damage
for that
left.
door that's open behind us. Just get ready
so-
for whatever's coming through that.
Can anyone heal Tyrath?
I thought I had
What class are you playing?
Druid.
I'm a druid, but I thought I had a potion of healing left, but I apparently don't.
Well, I thought druids had first level spells, but
Well, but the thing is, he's cashed out.
So
okay.
here's how it goes. If you guys had opened the door opens on the flash of weapons and the crash of blocking shields. You see two ashen-faced dwarves are locked in mortal combat. You have but a moment to take in the scene before you are noticed. One of the pair turns towards you, drops his guard, and the other's spear finds its mark. Undeterred, the victims rush toward you, followed by his erstwhile foe. So you see that these two Duergar, evil dwarves on the other side, had been locked in some combat for some reason. You're
So they're
not sure
fighting over
why.
the position of the two dead women.
Yep, but this is $1 million question. Did we ever solve whether or not we had something to help me here, or am I just going to be on the floor for this fight?
You're down right now. We can't do anything. It's too quick. We
Well, no.
literally don't even have anything that can.
That's what I was asking. Somebody,
Okay, so
Right,
Not that I
yeah.
know- not that I know.
no, you're stuck. Brother Merrick says there's two. One's wounded, and
Yeah, I don't have any healing. Nobody has any healing that we know of.
This
We
is why
thought maybe
you
the
always
druid
back
had a potion.
so are you guys gonna ignore the kids, let them run, or
Let 'em go, let 'em go.
Door.
This is why you need a backup cleric, by the way.
This is why we need a cleric in the first place.
You have a cleric. I'm a fine clerik. Cleric's
yeah,
on the
I'm
fucking
surprised. Oh,
ground.
I'm surprised you went down those many hits. But okay,
Well, we have
there's
some-
male
I'm still-
Duergar, and these are warriors.
It's okay. We'll do what we
one of
can. We'll
them's
get you out of here.
wounded though. They'd been fighting over something. You're not sure what. And
Rights to a proper burial, hopefully.
right,
Which one of those two is the wounded one? Darren, which of those two is wounded?
The guy at the spear is not wounded.
So the one in the lead is.
Yeah.
I'm charging
Yeah.
him and putting my spear in his face.
Fuck out.
I've got two
Okay.
attacks this round.
Let's roll initiative.
No, you had two attacks last round with those with the
I didn't get to use.
I
second
rolled a
attack.
6, so they're gonna pounce at
initiative. Sorry.
Merrick and Toki.
Here we go. Initiative die roll is a 4. You guys got it?
Okay, so this one with the spear, and this spear is very nice. You do notice.
I'll notice that when it's mine.
Oh, what's your AC? Toki is 4?
Four.
That might be a hit.
Hulk crush.
That's a hit. Shoot.
Oh, and the dungeon master is not happy about it. There's a problem.
Damage 2 dice 7, so that's 1 die.
1d6 plus 1.
Plus
1 d6 plus 1.
5 points damage to
In other
Toki.
words, it's a spear plus 1.
I have
And-
7 points left.
The other one, who's wounded, swings at Merrick. Shit. Gets a hit. I shouldn't say that. And this one has a Warhammer, which does
Warhammer
1
versus
four.
unarmored opponent. Are you sure it's a hit? Probably still. I think he's got armor class 10, right?
He's got terrible armor. Takes 2 points damage, Brother Merrick. Who's hurt.
That's half his hit points.
Yeah. And you get attack back, Toki. This one with the spear.
Hey, Griffin, if you were thinking about that shillelagh.
Yeah.
Yeah, spells first, actually.
Yep. So Griffin is casting Shillelagh. So his staff is not. It's now +1 to hit.
And magical.
And 1d8. Yeah, it's a magical weapon now, and it's 1d8 instead of 1d6 damage.
You said only lasts for 1 round?
But it lasts 1 round per level. So I've got it now.
No,
right.
Toki took a hit. Brother Merrick took a hit. So Brother Merrick could back off if you want to fill the gap.
I will this round.
So he won't attack, and then you can go in there.
You said fill the gap.
Toki, so there's 2 of you can sit in the doorway and scrap these 2. Griffin, you're going to step in. All right. So Toki, did you attack this one?
I haven't attacked anybody yet.
Okay, you can counterattack. This one just took a piece out of you with its spear.
What's his AC?
4.
I just hit him I rolled a natural 14, so I hit him without bonuses.
Nice.
And damage is...
Oh, you did wicked damage.
Yeah, where'd this guy come from?
Wow. That's... You skewer this guy, man, and he was like a pretty tough warrior. And you just... You take a deep cut from his spear, and you can see it's got a beautiful like mithril blade on it and whatnot, some ancient dwarven build. But you counter strike and stick your spear into his chest.
Good. Now, Griffin, you can whack that other one. We're in good shape.
I am, but now I'm not going to. I'm going to roll d20 to hit since the macro is set up.
Can I take my second attack now?
After Griffin attacks, yeah. You take your secondary attack at the end of the round after everyone else has acted.
I was just wondering if there was anyone else that could still attack this round.
Yeah, Griffin is.
Yeah, Griffin's attacking right now. So
right.
Merrick's near Tyrath and watching the back door, and Vama's between the two just in case something weird happens.
Yeah, it's definitely a hit. This is the wounded one.
Whacked right out of his skull, baby. He ain't never coming back.
But
well, that'd
your
be a 2.
damage. 2 points damage?
Yeah, 2. No, actually, no. It's just 1d8, so it's just a 1 point of damage.
He's still alive.
We're still practicing with the shillelagh thing. It's you know.
Okay, roll initiative.
We'll
Next round, I rolled a 4.
It is it's a 1. Yeah.
Did Toki take his second attack?
Oh yeah, Toki gets that second whack. Huh?
Close enough.
Natural 20.
No way.
Brian, did you steal all my good rolls, you bastard?
Dice don't lie.
He had 3 hit points left.
This is my second natural 20.
Wow.
This is insane.
By the way, I had this rule when I played Rollmaster. You basically get 50 experience points every time you roll a 20.
Oh, just like extra combat. Like.
Hold on, I'm rolling percentile.
Well, he's dead. He's deader than bell bottoms, man.
So, question, guys. This is a legitimate meta question because Tyrath actually can't ask this. Do you think this would be a good defensible spot to try to rest? We're all out of spells.
As long as we clear it out first. If we can secure the area, this is as good as any.
Yeah.
The waterfall might be better.
We have no heal potions or anything?
No. We got nothing.
Well, give me a minute because you guys are so close.
The only guy that can heal right now is on his back fucking bleeding.
No, Brother Merrick's taking care of Tyrath in triage. Let's just keep going right now. Don't worry. I think that this is probably the best place as long as we can secure the area.
Well, we can shut both doors and bar both doors, can't we?
I'll tell you what. Anything that's going to attack us and is anything hostile in this area right now is going to come in now, or it ain't going to come in at all, because we're making so much noise.
True.
Right.
I'm claiming a spear.
Wait, let's not claim anything. Let's make sure that this area is secure too.
So I said, if we can secure both doors on this room where I'm actually knocked out by like barring them somehow, we should be okay for a night. We only need 8 hours. Because once I get back on my feet, I cast a Cure Light Wounds myself, I'm fine.
Toki, Briffin, move forward into the next room and secure it. Merrick, lock that door and bar it. Or Vama will, and Merrick, take care of Tyrath.
There's another door.
And things go quiet. You guys all wait for a couple of minutes. Things are calm. You see this door is heavily locked.
Which means we'll need Vama to try to break through it.
Yeah, but not now. Locked is locked.
Now, you guys haven't searched either of these rooms at all.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Let's search.
That's fine.
Well, we can search our room when we close it out. Let's get it.
You haven't searched the bodies or anything.
I'm good with all. I'm speaking purely meta. I say that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and search the bodies, and then we can come back into this room, secure this room.
Why don't we do it the other way around so we don't get ambushed?
Well, then
Silence,
we can
dead guy.
Well, like I said, this is all meta, but from a meta perspective, searching the 2 goblins or the 2 Drugar up there, then come back in our room, secure it, and then search the 2 Dwarvenesses.
Right. So, we just want to make sure that there's no immediate threat.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. That's what
it seems you guys have cleared out any resistance. Like it's quiet. The hallways are quiet. Those kids, you're not sure where they were at. They took off. They're not coming back. They're terrified and fled. Everyone's been slaughtered. The wounded Durgar has a gold headband and a pair of matching armbands. And the other one has similar jewelry, but set with citrines. And he also, after you've searched him, actually, roll, who's searching him? That would be probably...
Well, actually, yeah, probably the guys who were our front line. So,
cool, and the magical spear is clearly a special weapon.
Well, Toki grabbed that spear.
It's of dwarven make. It's short and stout. Has a long, wicked blade that tapers in that sort of hexagonal manner. It seems very special. Like, probably more than a +1 spear.
Tell you what, let Toki have that and everything else is off limits to him. As long as we have everything secure, we don't see any more enemies coming, let's drag these guys into the room and close it behind us. So we close ourselves into here.
Okay, so you guys frisk these guys, and now there's also an unconscious child Durgar in the other room.
Oh, that is a good question. How we record keeping, guys? I do have my rope on the outside of my backpack. If you guys, want to borrow something to tie it up.
What? Are you hungry when you wake up?
So, Toki, Brian, make sure you write down that spear with an asterisk on it. You're not sure exactly what it is or does.
The other
and also searching, you found a key hidden in the right boot of the bigger Durgar, the guy at the magic spear.
So I have a question. At first level, I'm a first level barbarian, correct?
Yes.
Am I obligated to destroy this spear?
No way.
Oh, right.
Why?
Yeah,
you don't have to use magic.
You won't use magic. Yeah, you'll have to give it to somebody else. You won't feel obligated to destroy it, but you won't want anything to do with it.
Do I recognize this item as magical?
Not unless you were told. It's incredibly sharp and incredibly... Hold it like a feather.
All right, so I just like it then.
For now, it's a +1 spear. Yeah, it's just beautifully carved and very sharp.
It's a no-brainer, man. You're the only one specialized in spear. Either it's a good spear.
But if they identify it and realize it's magical, you all of a sudden go, "Oh!"
You know what it is? It's exactly like that +1 bow we found that I don't know is a +1 bow, except you told us it was, but from a player or character perspective, Tyrath took it because he likes short bows, not because he thinks it's magical, and it looked great.
I give you my 2 cents outside the game.
So what do you do with the child who's going to... Well,
like I said, guys, if you think it's smart to tie the child up rather than kill it, my rope is readily accessible to do that. It's not like you guys would have to roll me over and dig it out or something. You could easily get to it.
America is skilled in hand-to-hand unarmed combat. America can hold the kid, literally grapple hold the kid in a neck lock until that thing wakes up, and I'm going to call it a thing. And then we'll tie it up nice and gentle, right? But we don't want it to leave. It could get weird. He's a killer already. You know what I mean? He's wearing armor. He's got a razor sharp, rusty knife. Fuck him.
Interesting. So who's in charge of the kid?
I'm not gonna tell you how much it sounds like we're BDSMing a child.
Merrick's just holding it back while we tie it up. That's not BDSM.
Okay, so
Merrick.
So Merrick says, "I'll watch the child," and he ties it up.
Yeah.
And he tethers it and slungs it over his shoulder. It only weighs. He takes the chainmail off and disarms it. Searches him. Finds about 3 little small daggers. It's like, holy, what?
Yeah, right.
And
if he gives us
ties it up, puts it over his shoulder, and goes, "I'll watch the child."
Yeah. Merrick's the quickest, like with unarmed combat. So
well, now, any of those daggers that somebody doesn't want, I'll take them because I'm specialized in them, and that will give me some missile weapons.
Or go for it.
In room 45, it was a storeroom. It has all sorts of stuff.
And Vama will take the opportunity
ropes,
then is
bikes.
Just getting an assessment of what is in this room, including looking for maybe secret or concealed, not doors, but like if there's a chest of drawers, let's give it a good search.
The only items out of place in the room are 3 crossbow bolts lying on the bench, and they're unusual because they're thin and have no fins.
So they're being in. Which direction are they pointing?
No, they're just lying on the bench like somebody had built them.
3 crossbow bolts without fletching. Okay, so they're like partially finished.
So you don't have a dwarf, you guys. Damn it. Again.
We do. He's our prisoner.
Oh, the girl.
She's our prisoner.
Yeah.
I like the way you talk. She's our prisoner.
Yeah. Okay, guys. A few minutes gone by, and you have to make choices. Griffin, you've got some information that's nagging at you. And you have a door that's not locked here. You have a door that's locked, and you notice that the key you have will fit into this lock.
Hold on. We've got an unconscious with us. Tyreth is out of commission right now, and that is.
Yeah, if we've cleared out this room and these 2 Durgars here, I'd say let's go back over into the other room.
We have the key. We have a little bit of geld. A nice weapon. We've pulled all of the injured into this room, right? Or the dead into this room, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's the room we're going in? Okay.
No, not 46. In the room that is with the door on either side, I thought.
Well, the first room we came in, right?
And this door is closed.
I guess we could hold ourselves up in the farther room if you guys want, but let's find a place where we can actually kip for a second, but let's bring all of the debris with us, including this hostage.
Okay, so you guys settled everything down. The hostage is tethered, secured. Tyreth, you have him laying up against a wall, and he's like bloody and sore and kind of moaning. But he'll be okay if you can get him some healing potion or something. This room, you've searched it. You found these odd quarrels. You found lots of food, lots of beer, lots of equipment.
Here's probably a better place to kip. At least maybe we can just lock it up for a while, wedge everything closed. The only place that we're probably going to expect trouble is from the south, from the door that we came in from. Mm-hmm. Right? That was where they wanted to flee from. That's where we got chased into. And up in front of us, the doors are locked.
Well, and death worm snake thing is back there.
And it might prevent anything else from coming up the hole. And I don't think, as far as I remember, worms can open doors.
Well, you guys want to stay here for a long time?
I think that we should at least wait for Tyroth to be conscious. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Okay, well, I want to accelerate this because you guys are oh so close.
Yeah. If we can wait for Tyroth to be conscious, he may be able to heal himself.
Yeah, I've got about 20 minutes, and I've got a split too. So.
Yeah.
Well, guys, and the great thing about resting is as long as there's not a random fucking encounter.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys rest for about 2 hours, and this door is sealed shut, and that's enough for Tyreth to get a hit point back.
It's fine with me. And then as soon as the question is, will I be able to get my spells back? Because that's the bigger issue we've got.
No, you'd have to
do it full.
That's a full
but you're
rest.
Still up and walking. At least you're not liability, Dig.
You're up now, and 2 hours have gone by. Now everything's been quiet, and the kids, the other 3 have fled.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone. The other kid has woken up.
Well, here's the fun part, though.
And she's looking at you with baleful eyes, and Merrick's guarding her and has her tied up.
Tyrath is awake now. Tyrath, do you want to take care of the captive?
I can't. I can't
Why
do...
not?
Like, I can kill him. I can't do anything right now.
You can hold the captive.
Okay,
and we can go into the other room while you're holding the captive.
Yeah, that's true. I'll do that. But Tyrath's got to stay at the back of the party at this point, guys. He's got one hit point, and he has no way to heal himself. Position cannot heal by itself.
A couple hours has gone by, so you guys now realize in this room there's one locked door, one unlocked, one probably takes that key.
Let's check it. Which one do we think takes the key? And Vamo will listen at the other one, the one with the key. Who's got the key?
I think this is the one that takes the key.
This one up here takes the key.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to wait there while Vamo listens to the other one using with all due diligence there. He's quiet as a mouse and he's asked everybody to shut. He'll listen to that while...
Okay, this one's not locked. You don't hear nothing at either doors. You can unlock this door with the key, you surmise.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. Hey, Tyrath, at least you're up. Just hold on to that kid tight, and if it squeals, knock it the fuck out.
I really want like an improvised blackjack right now, just like a beat this child.
They're called chainmail gauntlets, man.
I'm going to give you a minus. Let me think a minute. Briffin, you're going to open the door with the key?
I'm going to unlock the door with the key.
Okay, give me a -5 wisdom check. So roll wisdom check.
Wisdom check.
And -5 from your roll, and you still want to try to get under your wisdom. So that's a penalty.
Okay, so well, I rolled a 9.
So as long as you got a wisdom of greater than 14, you're fine.
So that's 14. Your wisdom is
15.
Okay, you look out and you realize above the door there's 2 neat holes.
Huh. Well.
Did I realize this before or after I unlocked the door?
Just before.
Just before. Okay. So I gestured to Bama. I'm like, come take a look.
All right. Keep an eye on the door. Somebody, Merrick, maybe keep an eye on the door. Vam will come take a look.
Yeah, it appears it's trapped.
Really? I've got those wonderful dwarven picks.
Those holes.
I don't know if they'll help, but...
Right. So, well, that gives you the plus 10%.
You know what?
Can I give you on that?
Let me see if I took an actual physical note on that.
Because I remember they're really nice picks. It was like plus 10%.
Right. And I wrote it down, but there's not enough space on the fucking... Plus 5% on open locks is what it is.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, but in this case, you realize that those holes are really the right size for those crossbow bolts.
They look like... Oh. So did it... I don't know if this... I want to see if the lock or the door is somehow connected to what is directly above. Like, is that a find traps or a remove traps?
Yeah, that'd be find traps with your bonus.
Okay, I will try to do so. Like to see if there's a connection between the two, and if there is, it may be
plus 10 bonus because you're onto the trail.
Okay,
Right.
and I'm gonna still Griffin to back up just in case. Yep.
Slowly.
Okay, it's all rigged. When you click that key, it discharges crossbow bolts right into your face.
Well, the idea is to find and remove traps.
Well, you could just turn the key and let them fire. You step aside.
Well, I mean, I've already got the idea that they're rigged. So,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I mean, if we can just literally step to the side.
You can't disarm it at this point. You just
Yeah,
have
if we can disarm it by
you realize you can harmlessly let it
spinning it.
Okay, yeah. Let's just let it fire off and get out of the way.
Yeah, we'll do that.
click, and well done. The door unlocks,
Cool.
and there is. Let me get No,
like those ones that were on the.
In blank astonishment, your eyes light upon an amazing sight. Neatly stacked in row upon row, on the surface of an ancient table are piles of coins. At the rear of the table is a small, bulging leather pouch. Even without these exciting contents, the room itself would have appeared dull, but now you hardly notice its rough walls and bare floor. There's a pile of coins on a table.
Like thousands?
Thousands.
Everybody smiles and goes,
Dink, and everyone then realizes nobody has the strength to carry this all.
What are you talking about? We have a
Toki's
dwarf
like,
child with
whatever,
us.
I don't
We can
care.
carry a lot.
There's
That's true. We do have a dwarf child. We have free labor. Anyone have an extra sack?
I believe in justice, and I believe that it's only just to have her carry everything.
Oh, that's the funny thing. Tritherion, part of me wants to stab her in the heart.
And the other part just wants to give her freedom after earning her porter.
Oh, no. My other part wants to drag her to the nearest court system and have her executed for murder and mayhem.
Okay, so wait a second. What do you guys do right now? Everyone just, like, Vama goes, I see, wow, Griffin.
Right, yeah, I just like, oh.
You're both going, holy, look at that. Yeah. In all, there are 40 piles of electrum pieces.
Hell.
With 10 coins in each pile, so that's 400 electrum. A small pouch containing a large star sapphire. That's in the pouch.
Fucking hell.
Okay, we're about to get a lot of experience, guys. Just keep this in mind.
Toki is totally uninterested in all this, by the way.
Yeah, you're still looking at that spear going, fucking hell.
Sure.
There's a small pouch containing a large sapphire, and it's a gem from the golden statue. And wait a second, where's the golden statue? Oh wait, okay, you guys haven't been there.
Hey, wait, who's keeping track? Is anybody keeping track of actual physical pull right now?
Wow.
No, I thought you were. Actually,
that large sapphire is worth 2,000 gold pieces.
Gulp. Okay, I was not. So the thing is, the only thing I've missed then is what was on the dwarves previous that we got. But just answer that later.
Oh, what they were wearing? One had a gold headband and a pair of matching armbands worth 110 gold pieces, and the other one had the exact set, except with also set with citrines worth another 180 gold pieces.
So 4 matching armbands and a gold headband.
Boy, that's a nice spear, man. I hope you don't wreck it.
I hope you don't wreck it.
What kind of vote of confidence is that? I hope you don't wreck it.
Well, Toki, I mean, you might throw it into a lake or something.
You might embed it in an enemy. All right.
So there's a shitload ton of electrum pieces. 400.
All right. Well, hopefully everybody will just move forward. Guys.
Yep.
And let's get this sorted, huh?
Yep.
That's a lot of shit to carry, by the way.
Scoop. And of course, Toki's just looking like, what? That's a good call. He's like, whatever. Now, this door here is not locked. And so you guys spend about 10 minutes just grabbing everything, shoving it into pouches. I mean, electrum isn't worth that much, actually. That's only probably worth
half a gold piece each, you mean?
Yeah, I was going to say, in first edition, it's worth less than gold. In second edition's when they made it worth like 1.5 gold.
Okay. So now you guys still have the girl child is awake but sullen and hasn't said a word. She's quite small but stocky, ugly, little squat. And Brother Merrick's just been holding her still. She struggled when she first woke up a few times.
Brother Merrick, Tyrath has her.
Oh, Tyrath? Okay.
Brother Merrick
she struggled a couple times when she woke up, but you just kind of
when she struggles, I'm going to take the little bit of extra rope I have, and while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to tie it into a knot, and every time she struggles, I'm going to hit her in the back of the head with it.
That's a language she understands. Now, you notice this was the treasure room of these Duergar.
I did this time I'm in a room of role players. Nobody flinches an eye that I'm abusing a child.
Now,
why should we, man? You're half orc.
Minutes goes by and you're all assembled in a decision. You have one door to go through. You still have some strange creature that was back there.
Yeah, that's as long as it stays back there, we're fine with that. Let's see what's on the inside of this door. Short sword drawn. Vamo will go ahead and open it. Oh, before He opens that. He wants to also look to see if there's any similar traps like there was on the other. I know that it was a different type of door and it was locked and all, but can't be too cautious, eh?
So, Griffin, can you make a wisdom check for me?
I can indeed.
Why do you guys fight over my lap when I'm gaming?
Oh.
Okay, it's
Say.
That's a negative.
you feel an intense pang in your heart. And you fall to your knee.
Insta death. Insta death.
Griffin!
And then it passes, and a couple characters notice it. You see Griffin, this look of
what?
pain.
Pain.
But it passes quickly, and he stands up.
Vemo will call out. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh. Ow.
What's going on with the little girl?
Ooh.
Well, Tyrath, she's been browbeat with the knotted rope a couple times. She's quiet.
Literally beat on the brow with it.
Yep.
By the way, Darren, to all the people who are going to view this video later, I apparently am a fucking jungle gym mixture of jungle gym, zoo, and closure. Are you looking at the video right now with my cats literally one on each arm?
Oh, that's perfect.
Cats one on each arm while you're like whip flogging a captive child. Good call.
Okay, we're not going to start fighting while I'm gaming now. Come on.
So now, Griffin, you had this intense pang of guilt and anger.
What?
And it passed. And something sharp happened, and it passed and was suddenly cut off and gone.
He's been poisoned or something.
Wait, did any of those dwarves escape?
There's 3 children did.
They're not going to survive long. They don't have parents. They're now orphans.
Let's move.
I'm with you guys. I'm actually going to kind of sneak up behind Vama, but stay far enough back because I want to see what he's doing.
Keep an eye on
this last door that you know of. There's only one other room that has the baleful eyes of that creature. The waterfall are this door. And you guys have scooped all the electrum pieces and treasure and armbands and stuff.
We're just, let's open that door.
Okay, and it opens up into a hallway of rather undramatic consequence that turns immediately to the east. And doesn't seem to go anywhere special, so you can peek around the corner if you want.
Everyone good?
Mm-hmm.
You see a staircase that spirals down.
It's going the right direction.
That's what I was going to say.
Yep.
And you go around, and it spirals down probably about 100 feet, 80 feet.
Sweet.
Yeah, and you're looking for traps and stuff, and being careful and whatever, and piercers. That's 2 modules now. We've had piercers. And you go completely around the whole 360, and you end up in this long hallway with a portcullis that's blocking your way. And you've traveled quite a ways, and everyone else kind of catching up.
Is there sunlight beyond, or is it just in darkness?
Darkness.
Who's strongest?
I'm going to try to bend bars on it.
Or lift gates.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, bend bars. Let me have a quick look.
Maybe you guys can pair up. Tyreth and Toki together.
Trudging ever downwards, you begin to understand the expression, the bowels of the earth. The spiral staircase is seemingly endless, and its damp walls and low ceiling increase your sense of disquiet. Suddenly, after a descent of over 200 feet, the stair flattens out into a low, damp corridor. Not far into the corridor, you encounter an impassable iron gate. Blocked again.
Impassable, they say.
However,
let's try to unlock it.
Hey, Toki.
There is a large lever to your left, immediately outside. And you roll a roll, and you bend the bars, or you both reef on this lever, and the portcullis rises.
Oh, jeez, you're bending it while doing.
Yeah, and
you jackass.
Push it out of the way, and
all right.
It's not a big deal. This module's hilarious. It has some of these moments like this.
It said impassable, but it didn't really mean it.
Wait, how high is the ceiling here?
About 7 feet. Not very high.
Oh my God!
It's straight and true, like a true dwarven make. Now you get around the corner,
like dragging our heads on the fucking ceiling.
Not I, said the fly.
Okay, then it is about a short walk to the rear of a secret door, which is clearly discernible from the inside.
That's us.
Come on.
And thence to freedom. And I'll show you guys.
Freedom!
Freedom!
That's a pretty secret door.
On your side.
Outside, isn't it?
Not meant to be.
Okay, I didn't mean to drop him right there, but okay, whatever.
So you guys catch up and you realize you look out Vama and you can see the waterfall. And I'll get rid of some stuff here so you guys can see everything. Oh, no, I don't want you to see everything. No,
okay.
You guys haven't solved everything. So Vama realizes that you're way down where the waterfall, you can hear it crashing into on the other side in the jungle. And you realize that this is an escape. You can flee now. And you guys are done the module.
Wait, we've got that girl with us.
You do have the girl with you.
Just cut her loose.
Let her go, yeah. At weapon point, please. She's disarmed, right?
Mm. Yes, she is.
Let her go. She's not going to follow us into the daylight.
Well, she'll run back into the tunnel.
Good for her.
Exactly.
Maybe she'll find a new daddy and mommy and learn some manners.
She flees back into the tunnel, and you guys, Vama, you sense freedom. You're like, holy. You see more jungle and stuff, but you realize you're down below where the waterfall falls, and yeah.
He's going to hold his hand up very, very chargedly. Stop! Do you smell that? And looking back to his companions, do you smell that?
It's freedom.
That is the smell of freedom. It is fresh air. Whoosh.
Well,
For that matter, though, because Tyrath is concerned that there's something waiting to ambush us before we get to freedom, I have to ask, what is the AC bonus going to be for me using this Drugar child as a human shield?
Yeah, all right. Well, you can use your as a shield.
Are you proficient in Dwarf Child as shield? That's the question.
What proficiency do I need?
That is a weapon proficiency.
Actually, I'm going to roll.
Oh, we fucking did it.
Wait a minute. No, the child does not flee.
What do you mean? It's a weapon point saying get the fuck.
She goes down on her knees.
Whoa, nice.
That's fine.
And
As
croons.
I move forward, I drag her. I
Forehead on the floor.
Wait. Do we understand her language?
No.
I speak Dwarf, but I don't speak Undercommon.
She's crouching on her knees and her forehead's on the floor, and she's in front of Tyrus.
I know that language. The crouching on your knees, forehead on floor language, not the verbal.
So Tyrath, you're like want to go outside, and she's in your way, sort of.
Oh,
And
no. I'm going to push her aside, and I'm going to drag her. Serious. I'm going to march forward, and if I got to drag her forehead on the ground, then I do.
Okay.
You tried to kill me.
Roll.
I don't really care about her.
Are you going to take her as a captive?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, she
No,
follows
I'm
you.
serious. I'm taking her back to civilization.
After my nuts. No, this girl went for the genitals. No.
Not fair.
No,
You
she
just heard
deserves-
yourself a shotgun
Griffin.
wedding, buddy.
Griffin,
No.
you feel an intense loss. Like something, you missed something.
Something's happening.
Something was missed. There was an opportunity that was gone.
Oh, I have the snake amulet.
No, it's that fuck. It's where there's the Wilderland creature that may have been possessed by this
That
Necrophidius.
was it.
Yeah,
Maybe something there. Like he might be telepathically communicating with you. You're a druid.
yeah, and it's a you felt a past loss, and you feel a past loss of many experience points.
Oh, it's sad.
That's really sad. Lost a true friend, you feel.
Well,
as three of your children gleefully butchered a prisoner.
Ooh.
Who was the prisoner?
The first one.
I wasn't here for this.
A brownie or a Sprite of some sort.
Right, Dryad or something.
So
You're asking who we have prisoner? We have one of the Drugar children prisoner.
Not your prisoner.
Ooh, give the Duergar a
person that
Griffin and see if we can make an eye for an eye out
I
of
got
it.
disconnected for about 5 minutes, and last thing I remember, there was like a little green guy.
Yeah, I think that what's happened is maybe that little green guy has bit the dust.
Oh yeah.
What are we gonna do, guys? You know?
It's past. The adventure's kind of over. You go back now and get revenge.
Oh, that's
on
yeah, but that's
kids,
biting. That's scathing.
Well, we're trying to avoid that death worm, and it's a bizarre stare.
Well, yeah, and they were just kids, and they're like the most torturous, malicious little.
They stabbed Pyrath until he passed out.
Well, we have one of them too.
Not that I mean Griffin. I drop hints and stuff, and it's not your fault. It was.
What can we do, man?
You know. Situation.
Yeah, we would have. We got lucky. There's no excuse.
But you feel a deep pang, and you feel a guilt conscience, Griffin, that something terrible happened. You'll have to deal with that.
That's going to stick with me. There's a scar.
You feel a disturbance in the force.
A psychic scar. Exactly.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was strong. You realize you made a mistake. Something. Or no, I'm not going to judge.
We can't call that a mistake.
No, I'm not going to. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Something, the stars didn't align. And
yeah, like, hey. You know.
Survival. So interesting, gentlemen. That is the conclusion of this module.
Holy shit.
But Pyrath demands his experience because, damn it, he wants to be a level 2 fighter.
You have a prisoner. You know how much that prisoner is worth?
Yeah, I don't care about her worth. I care about putting her in front of a justice system so they'll hang her.
Griffin is the closest justice system we have right now.
You can't reveal her identity. She's a minor.
Yes, we can.
She tried to stab me in the testicles.
I want to know.
I can reveal whatever I want
about the testes.
Hey, look at the bright side. At least you still have them.
So, by the way, I'll give you guys a few little nuggets. But the prisoner was called a Buckhorn.
Ah, okay.
Or Buckhorn. Let me look that up. Fiend photo.
But a friend of the druids for sure, huh? Like a woodland creature.
They're actually a very unique and powerful type of kind of brownie, kind of a hybrid brownie.
Who got himself done fucked up. He probably got captured by the Duergar during a night raid or something and brought in there and kept his.
And the two Duergar were fighting who had the honor to sacrifice it.
So we came in just in time for them to get him to get iced anyways.
What was my spear?
Well, you don't want to know, or you don't know at this point.
It could just
you don't
be
like magic. It's just a very sharp dwarven spear, stout, short, almost a halberd. But
if I'm not going to be playing this character again, then I might as well know.
Yeah, it is a.
Yeah, it's going with
spear, +2 versus giant class creatures, and +3 versus orcs and ogres.
Damn!
Nice.
That's a good spear. I would say that is just proper dwarven make.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
Very,
you guys
very
could
nice spear, man. Very nice
you guys
spear.
could use that on Sunday night.
Yeah, right. Can you send that over to the Borderlands?
No kidding.
So, Joe, I hate to break it to you though. That was a little side adventure that would have paid off big dividends.
When you mentioned it, I thought, I bet that's related to the snake amulet that I have. We didn't think about the.
No, and I didn't want to
the captive,
and I didn't want to make it too obvious. I was like, "What you saw what you saw."
Well, what can we do though? Really, I mean, like that thing we had to make.
That was a tough creature, and you guys left it. It's still undefeated. It's there.
It's still there, but you know, now do you want to go back and look at the horrific carnage remains of? And there's also Duergar down there. Still, I think that
I suggest firing lots of it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, kill it with fire.
It's already dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's too late to go back.
Had,
The prisoner's been killed.
I think we sucked that one up.
At that point in the adventure, if we'd had a functioning cleric,
maybe
on death's door and out of spells, if I wasn't out of spells, we're all
out of spells. Every one of us.
I legitimately
points we had, and that was it.
Well, I legitimately believe in first edition, in particular, first and second edition, you almost always need to run 2 people that have healing spells, because you'll never make it if you have what happened to us. Basically, I was just lucky I wasn't in the negatives, because if I had been in the negatives, I would have been fucked.
You got lucky. You got dumb lucky, man.
Yeah, so I'm saying if I'd have been one more hit point, we would have been fucked, because Tyrath would have been dead.
Yeah.
Well, that one hit point would have come quite quickly if we decided to fucking combat that Necrophidius or go back through and deal with 3 more Devergoth.
You guys let the kids flee, so they went up to no good, and they.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? We couldn't have faced them. We couldn't have stopped them from doing.
It was tough, and I'll let you guys know. You guys waffled in that hallway where you set up where you were facing 2 or 3 adversaries at one point, right? Yep. I mean, you couldn't pull the trigger, like. Not that you should every time, but in room 44, where you had those 2 females and the 4 children, you guys stood in the hallway like trying to hold the door shut. It was almost comical. I was just chuckling.
The other thing with that, Darren, is we should have probably killed them in there, because we could have gotten it.
Well, that's what I mean. And then
the second part of that also is we didn't get a fucking initiative on them.
No,
that hurt us a lot.
No,
because Tyrath actually could have probably had a chance to kill that female before she killed him.
Well, hold on. If you don't mind my interjection here, if we back up just a little bit and look at it from a more ethical perspective, we did the best we could to not kill women and children.
No. I'm talking pure meta here. I'm not talking.
Well, right. No, but the thing is that we're there. We're just like, what the fuck? And we know that there's other places to go. As long as we can block them in, at least there's, I mean, sure, we could put fireballs in there. We can put knives down their throats if we want to, but we might have bigger fish to fry. And as long as we didn't realize how combatant they were, we didn't realize that they were going to be so aggro.
We did the right thing.
Fanatics.
I agree with you.
But we didn't know that. And so we tried to give them the benefit of the doubt before acting totally outside of our alignment.
This Buckon's name was Lyndon.
Oh, he had a name.
Yeah.
Lyndon.
Well, he doesn't anymore.
Now it's Basswood. Used to be Lyndon.
Driftwood is more appropriate.
And Lyndon was a Buckon. It's a special type of brownie.
Oh, brownies are so evil.
No, not. Yeah, brownies can be. This is not. Lyndon was not evil. I won't. We'll get in too much.
What can we do?
Like, they're just fucking mean.
Yeah. Oh. Up to no good. And I'm just looking. Okay, so I'm looking up experience points and such.
How much
Druid had a very strong connection.
Real quick, Darren, how much cash value did we get? That's the bigger thing. Because
I'm just looking right now. I'm looking at there's 400. It's 2,400.
You doing the math there, Kyle?
I'm trying to. Right. If my damn computer would stop freaking out on me.
2880 magical spears worth 2880. So that's wow.
I'm kind of bummed about that guy, Lyndon.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've got 5,280 experience points for the party.
Does that include our money?
Mile high, baby, 5280.
That's money, magic items.
So how many people? We had 5, right?
Yeah. So that's 1,100
per. So plus 52.
5280 for the party. I'm trying to think of other stuff you guys did or did not do. Now it's too bad Lyndon died.
Stop us by million.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Sorry, and not your fault, guys. It's just the way it happened.
It hurts.
But be warned, yeah, Joe. On the other hand, too, when I give little.
Oh yeah, noted.
But you guys were in a tough spot. You guys were. It would have been difficult. That creature is tough. That creature's called a
Necrophidius.
Necrophidius, yeah, and it's a summoned creature that's designed to guard something.
Yeah, it's like an assassin golem. It's not a good thing.
No. They're tough, and they hypnotize you, and then they just They one by one hypnotize you until they can.
Right, until we're all standing there just like them, so the dwarves can just sit there and slice all of our throats together, right?
Exactly.
Darren, on the plus side, good sir, I just gained 5 hit points from my fighter level, so I went from 7 to 12 hit points.
Wait, time out, man. How much experience? What was the total on that?
It was 1056 per person.
All right.
Oh, nice.
So
I think actually Toki went up.
It should be 580 if you have your prime requisite per class.
Right, Brian?
I should have, yes.
I think you're second level barbarian.
You need what, $4,000 to go up one level?
6. try 6.
Okay, I was just curious, couldn't remember how much it was. I know because Tyrath needs 467 to gain another level in cleric. So
barbarians are pretty awesome
now.
No,
I think the class could use some modification, but it's pretty cool.
Okay, if I can just interject here though, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be the guy who's raining on the parade. Barbarians are not allowed to be specialized. Specialization is limited to fighters and rangers.
I didn't make the character.
Well,
okay.
I'm not saying it to you, Ryan. I'm saying it to you.
No, I'll double check that.
Get
rules and rules.
It's literally only fighters and
I
rangers.
don't have another Arcana. I can't speak to this.
I do now, and I read the whole fucking thing from cover to cover, man.
So Tyrath, I'm curious. The Duergar girl, you're taking her with you.
Your shotgun wedding, not mine.
Yeah. Well, she seems to want to stay too. She was actually bowing to you.
Oh yeah.
And you got it made in the shade. This is the only chance you got, Tyrath. I'm telling you.
Told you guys, I'm pissed off at this point, guys. So,
it's a match made in heaven. She only understands that language.
Until next level.
Another point, guys. I'm really want to continue the UK series, and with these characters would be great. And whether you want to write your own up, Brian, or not, of course, you should.
I will continue on with Toki, actually.
Great, but I like this character. I like Tyrath. He's fun.
Yeah. I would start UK2 probably in 3 or 4 weeks.
That was UK2, wasn't it?
Yeah, UK2, and it's a combo module, the Sentinel Gauntlet, and after that we would play When a Star Falls, and then Dark Clouds Gather. So I have plans to play 4 modules. I know it's a stretch, and I know I kind of have to not pile on too much or I get burnout, I realize. So I'm going to give it a couple, 3 weeks pause and then start the Sentinel.
While we're thinking about that, Darren, something that me and Ian have come across, it's a suggestion. It's not meant to be aggressive, so please don't take this the wrong way. We were thinking about the timing thing with the way that these games are running, and we're wondering about, because it's getting for him and me where I like playing in all these games and everything, but it's getting to the point where it's almost overloading.